feel like the Tuesday session is just filled with spite. It's ran on spite.
It's really not. It's mostly madness. Pure unbridled madness.
So is everyone ready?
Yeah, let me open the watch.
I need to get the watch together open.
Yes, Watch Together is open.
Oh no, I said I need to get it open.
Okay.
So it has that sweet background music, that saxophone music. Oh wait, that's wrong.
That's a flute, sir. It's literally called the Nocturnal Canyon flute.
That moment when you go into a D&D game and the Watch Together is saxophone music, just like, well, this got interesting.
I mean, there might be some saxophone music for next session. Mine.
Maybe.
Some smooth jazz. Some big band. We'll see.
We get attacked by the moped gang.
No, you're literally going to basically Vegas.
Oh, what just happened?
Actually, no, fuck it. You just get attacked by the moped gang while on a train.
Uh-oh. Did my dumb thing just went dumb? Yes, it did. Ugh.
My dumb thing went dumb. Yes.
No, it's just my monitors. I don't know why they disconnected for a brief moment.
I'm just glad my internet hopefully should be fixed so I don't like dip out at the very end of the session.
Yeah,
We hope so too.
It hasn't had any problems yet, so.
Okay, so the audio's working there. Let's see. Alright, that one's also working. That was a brief moment of heart-stopping moment of the fact that I thought I just got disconnected from all my monitors for some reason.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh no. It was very quiet when I went back to my desk. Go away.
No worries. I was just checking on my audio stuff because I think I might have gotten disconnected at one point and it was not good. Alright. Just let me know when we're ready and I'll start the introduction.
Start streaming.
46.
Thank you.
Oh, everyone's at the...
And we're live.
Excellent. Welcome back, everybody, to Into the Wildlands. And good evening. I am your DM for the evening, Miser Mark. And last we left off for our Fading Hearts, they were once again, still in the middle of the battle, the raid battle on Raid McCree's dungeon manor, apparently, as they begun to understand that this place is more labyrinthine and, monstrous than it originally appeared. With the allies, or their temporary allies, the Ocean Razors, and the gathered forces of revolting peasants and people who are just through with all the abuse they've been taking from the Cult of the Stars and the Red Fox criminal organization. The group stormed in. It had become into a 4 or 5-way brawl. There were a lot of casualties. And Arizel had encountered the leader of the Red Fox for a brief moment and managed to save a good number of lives before he left a very explosive farewell gift. Tyrion and the others on his side of the group encountered various armors and animated shells, as well as other members of the Red Fox, and they also ran into the mass amount of prisoners. Syndra and Mavis scoured around the area of the manor, encountered a few individuals, but then started to make their way through the labyrinth underground. And now all forces are conjoining to where the courtyard should be. What will happen then is going to be determined, and the final, I guess one could say the finale of this raid battle. So, welcome to session 46 of Into the Wildlands. Now, let's move over to Mavis and... well, just Mavis at the moment with the group that she's with. So right now, you guys are currently out of combat because I was rolling off on the side. And, yes, so currently, majority, if not all hostiles have been annihilated. Active. So I've already cleaned out the turn order, so you don't have to worry about that for now. Mavis, you and... Yes? Uh-oh. Did we lose, Mavis?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard somebody talking, and then, I was like, whoop. But, yes, you're currently on a crossroads, or entering a crossroads, with some of the revolting people of Stormforge, as well as Binge and Syndra's crew members. Moving forward, you see a notable red or arrow marking.
What's it written with?
Jeebus, I believe your NPC friend left a arrow mark.
It's written in chalk.
Alright. Oh my god, I can't speak. I'm not ready. Okay. Mavis is just gonna follow the arrows. She's not really... I'm not saying she doesn't care, but she's kind of focused, and she's not really gonna talk to the group, I don't think.
Okay. Just to speed things up just a little bit, I'll move you with the group together to here,
Oh, thank you.
which eventually will catch up to Armana, some of the members of the Storm Stinger, and you see just a little bit further up ahead, Syndra and Arizel are going down the corridor. Which, what are you two doing right now?
I think we're just looking at the corridor at that point. We hadn't really had a chance to... We were like, that looks way too tight. Dangerous.
I'm checking for traps on the way in.
Okay, that will be investigation for you, Arizel. Perception for you, Syndra, if you're looking for things more Broadway.
Not terrible, not terrible at all.
And Smiley will assist.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Alright.
You can roll one more time, Arizel. Yes, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Sure.
with the 16 investigation, you see that there's really no visible traps, no tripwires, no stone panels. But as Syndra had said, it is too tight, and it feels like this is something of a bottleneck sort of situation. And as far as you can see, it looks like there were some gates that were smashed down already. these.
Like here.
Yes, these would be where the smash gates are. I just removed the images because I just did.
Well, I could relay back there. You're not wrong. It is a bit of a tight fit, so if we all go in, it's better if we maybe space out a little bit. But up ahead, we do have an opening.
Yeah, it's probably the best bet. It's the only direction to go. And we're all still looking for prisoners.
Is it, just placed it as a tight fit, so it's just, kind of that 5 foot square
It's
situation?
more like it can fit 2 by 2.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Maybe we should go down the corridor after the other two. I'll move the other units. Okay. Just move your token while I prepare to move everybody else. Slide NPCs. I have to. Wait, did I not remove the dynamic lighting of that? No, I did not. Hold on. That was my fault there, because there we go. What I should have been saying is that, so as you were proceeding further down, the smashed barricades go all the way down to the very end, and you do see what looks to be like a bunch of animated or hollowed out suits of armor with lots of crossbow bolts stuck into them.
Oh, I guess down here, I kind of passed by it. This isn't open. Oh, that was the wrong button. This right here, yeah, that's not open.
Yeah, no, that's just a path. That's not a path or anything. That's just consider it a barricade way. Just part of the wall.
Cool. Okay, cool. And there's nothing else but these empty armors just laying on the ground.
Yes. At least within this hallway. And lots of debris.
Well, between the armors, move up a little bit. Maybe right there. I guess with my lovely sight, can I see that guy right there?
Yep.
Great.
And you can also roll me another perception while you're at it.
Oh no, I hit it. Okay. Perception. Good.
Okay. Just roll a few more things. Oh, this can go. There we go. Okay. So from the darkness, you do see, coming from a more closer angle, a flurry of crossbow bolts being shot at it, and it is actually dead too.
Oh, good. We didn't have to fight fight this one.
You could roll me a perception for no, actually no, you have the 21 perception, so you have heard the firing of the crossbolts coming close to the entrance here.
Alrighty. I'm just kind of peek back to them and be like, okay, I'm going to check out and see what killed it. I'm sure it might be comrade, but you never know. You never know. And I'm going to carefully make my way. Let's see, how far is this to this entrance? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna kind of come up here.
Okay.
Just about there.
You do see one of them, probably two of them, but one of them does immediately see you. And lowers the crossbow right at you. And, of course, as any loyal guard would do, would shout, "We have more intruders!" Unfortunately, they had spent their action shooting the other thing already.
Fantastic.
So,
Wait, royal guard.
They are very bloodied at the moment.
I guess my question is, I guess I don't know. Are they royal guards to this place?
You don't know?
I don't know. Oh, Lord.
They're currently not firing at you at the moment, but they are busted up, pretty much looking like they're terrified. And, yeah, they're... Well, you won't need a perception or investigation for this. They're pretty much at death's door.
Then just kind of looks at him, run around the corner. If you go that way and don't piss anybody off, you might survive this. As she points behind them.
Roll me... Are you intimidating or persuading them?
Somewhere in between.
Make the choice between the two, then. Okay, it wasn't very persuasive, but let me just move these other NPCs after as well, because need to move these guys as well. But yeah, they don't take the bait, and one of the guards scoffs at first and says, "We don't listen to whoever you people are. You're probably one of the cult members or those criminals."
No, we were sent by Omnids to fix a problem, and your choice to stand between that or us and the problem. And she kind of turns back, right, everyone? The loud amount of noise probably coming down that hallway.
Yep, as the heavily armored figures are showing up. These two in particular. Just to make sure I don't grab everybody else either. Make their move over. And, of course, being much more heavier and bulkier than Binge, their presence is easily noticeable. And both of them regarding the guards. If you surrender now, we will ensure your safety. These people are not with the criminals or the heretics. One of you may roll me a d20, Mavis, Arizel, or Syndra. I'll give it to one of you three.
You just need one.
Roll 2. will be at advantage.
Oh.
Not bad. All right. All three guards drop their. They toss their crossbows to the side. And of course, the two heavier knights, the Phalanx knights, as Binge has mentioned who they are, take to the sides of the corridor and look toward your direction of Arizel, Syndra, and Mavis. And the one on the lower corner here. Oh, make sure I move their map here. There we go. Begins to speak. Proceed on ahead. We shall escort these guards to safety.
Ari just nods her thanks and moves on.
If I only had time. But I really don't think we do. Mostly from the sounds of it, I don't think we want Tyrion inside getting hit before us.
Speaking of Tyrion, let me just move these people here.
Down the hallway here. Ah!
Speaking of our blue kobold and dragon and kobold flesh, our paladin and druid. Let me shivzy to you guys here. As Goran is currently consuming this gentleman down the gullet. In fact, Rasputin, you kind of got a up close glimpse of this guy's feet sinking into Goran's maw as he's just swallowing the man whole.
Mate, you got blood on me. Ugh. Stop.
Makes you look tougher.
No, it smells. This was awful.
Tyrion's gonna turn around to you. You realize his back looks completely fine. He turns around. There's a gigantic gash from like shoulder to hip. I'm bleeding.
Right. I'll top us both up, I suppose.
I have potions if you do not want to use your skills.
Yeah, I'll be fine for now. We'll save that for an emergency.
Okay.
Cure wounds 10, level 2. Wow. Alright, that's about sums up my rolls for existing.
That's
actually
Hey.
like the highest you can roll for cure wounds.
It's actually
What do
really
you
good.
mean? 1d8? I got a 1.
Oh no, I'm talking about the 9.
Oh.
The 9 was
No,
pretty
that was a
small.
5.
That's still pretty high.
That's
Yeah,
average.
better than-
Alright, it's about a little above average. That's what I was looking for.
Rolls 2 better. Oh wait, you're talking about the upcast. Never mind.
So Goran
Wow,
walks
yeah.
over to both of you, Tyrion and Rasputin, and he places a huge crocodile hand on both of your shoulders.
Don't tell me you can heal.
Please tell me.
No, my mate can. She's just using me as conduit.
Are you kidding?
Mate, you're about 6 seconds late for that one.
She said it was busy.
Internal.
Spell slots too.
Is he familiar?
And let me just get her sheet because
With every day that passes, I feel more useless.
I
No,
know
you
you are, old
put
man.
me from nearly dying. Thank you.
While you're doing that, Miser, is this a wall like right up here or a door?
I'm sorry. Show that to me again.
Where's she
Right up
standing?
here.
Oh no, that's supposed to. Oh wait, I keep forgetting I didn't turn off dynamic lighting in some of these places.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's not stray too far from the crowd,
Let's
please.
see, dynamic lighting. Yeah.
No worries.
That was a
Hey,
door.
don't worry anyways.
That was a
No,
door
she
that
gets
was.
a few crossbow bolts.
That was a door that was ruined.
Okay.
It's not really a matter of taking
crossbow bolts. It's just not getting hit in the first place.
Alright,
Oh.
so the first one is going to be
Credit that.
the first one's going to be to Rasputin.
Oh, good.
Oh my. 15 then rolls a 7.
Thanks.
And then next one's going to be to Tyrannin.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay, another 7.
24.
Not bad.
Double my HP.
Then Goran kind of just cracks his neck a little bit. Feels weird when my mate uses her magic through me.
The whole sentence was weird. Okay,
Why?
so thoughts are moving on now, yeah?
Yes, before she gets herself shot and then blames us for it.
I'm not going to blame you for it.
So blame us if we don't get shot.
Yes, I suggest we go. I still crave the blood of the champion that exists here.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be Cinder there.
Hey, I'm slow. You want to...
Crap.
Yep. Just he'll just pick you up and just go. There's no
Jesus.
but Adaria.
Walking's not too bad.
What's up?
So as you step outside, or rather you step out of this particular place and you enter the courtyard, you see that there's fine trees, but there's also notable darkness in the what you can only surmise as water, but the depths are so different that you're not sure what it is, and yet you get a good clear view of the sky above.
Where would be the water? Like right here, where
Yes.
that is?
Yes,
Okay, just making sure.
that is the water.
Oh yes, the pillar of darkness spewing out energy of hatred.
You can certainly give it a touch if you want.
I've already dealt with
I'll do
that.
it.
Cool. Alright, I'll just stand right back here and watch you touch it then.
No, we have things to deal with before I get my ass in trouble. Oh, I grabbed the torch. I was like, what the fuck did I grab?
You're just trying to cheat.
No, I can control all 30 sockets, so I can just move us all together.
Okay.
Oh dear lord.
As you progress further, you see that there is a lot of corpses on the bridge.
The Syndra through here.
You can roll me an investigation.
That was more. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why do I roll good on that? When I don't. When I make a color joke.
Okay, and you can roll me now a nature at advantage.
Hell yeah.
Oh, good. A bridge. Nothing can go wrong on a bridge.
16.
So you see a lot of these corpses and bodies are mangled, but they're also been torn apart by what looks to be like sharp claws and heavy weaponry. What?
Hey, Goran.
Hmm?
Is there champion wolf-like?
No. He
Oh, there
is,
goes my theory.
he is small human. You called him Raid.
Yes, but the description of those over there makes me think that he might be a bit more than human. Or less. Not sure how the way that scale tumbles.
No, he fought me one-on-one. Used a magic sword that cut deep into my flesh.
Oh good.
Though, roll me a history, just a flat history for Goran for me.
Goran!
Yes.
Okay!
I know.
Yes, I believe in you. He's smart.
Yeah, totally. He's super smart. Hey, he's smart.
He remembers the guy that wounded him, at least.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Here goes my good roll of the night.
I did an NPC to learn almost nothing.
I only get one. Okay. Well, I mean,
Goran says, strange. Had other name too. Something about Dragonheart.
Oh, fuck me.
Gotta do a light in the group, because I have no idea what the hell that even means.
It just ties some things together. You remember that old ship that we saw in Gordon's temporary home?
No.
Wait, you're telling me he's part, or at least somewhat, of the Purple Dragon Knights?
Well, we're only assuming the symbol is of the Purple Dragon Knights.
What is this purple dragon? Are they taste? Oh, they're your kin. I see.
Yes and no. The symbols weren't quite the same.
But you don't smell like them, or at least not like Raid.
I don't have the keen senses like you. But I can tell from my sight that they weren't necessarily my kingdoms, just very similar.
Yes, and if something has Dragonheart in the name, and he had a magical sword that cut deep into a scaled creature, I might be in peril.
Yes. No offense, but he is formidable.
Quite the opposite of me then. We fight with dragons, they fight against. I may have a chance.
Maybe we can
I know
talk
my
some.
enemy more than anything.
Yes, maybe we can talk some sense into him. See the error of his previous ways, or we can knock some sense.
Yes. He does
If anything,
talk.
I'd advise against that, especially you, knocking anyone's sense with a sword that could possibly end you. I will not have my lord meet an early demise.
Then I shall
Thankfully,
fight a champion. I do demand a rematch.
You're not a tree, you're just a wizard.
And also, I'm not currently in a draconic form, so it might not. May be on our side too. For that one particular notion.
I don't like those odds.
If there's a fight and it's not a duel, I will be in it.
If duel, then I call first battle.
Right, I'll just make sure Tyranny doesn't die. Only Bob.
Alright, so switching back over to the other group, to Syndra.
Hopefully Syndra's not already there. Then they're going to talk.
Back to Sidra.
Meanwhile,
Syndra.
You're on the other side of the map.
That's why I said it.
Let me see.
It's
So-
not a wall, it's just a through area. Right?
Yeah, that's just an archway. Just think of it as an archway. You guys do see the courtyard and similar description to the rest of the previous group. It is a beautiful arranged garden, courtyard, marbled floors. The waters in the area looks disgustingly dark and pitch black for some reason, and yet you all have a nice view of the night sky above. I'll just move everybody here so no one is lost.
Oh bloody hell! That's yeah. That's a lot of corpses over there.
In fact, both sides can roll me perception, since you're pretty much close enough to smell what's going on.
Perception.
Yeah, it's just a
Hell
regular
yeah.
perception.
It wasn't an advantage.
I know, but
Oh
my god. Guys!
Well,
Could be better.
Guys! What?
you know,
Okay, thank
I-
God.
Okay.
I will say this. I will say this. The
Thank-
DC was a 10.
Oh, my
Oh, thank God. Bad.
Of course, fucking Smiley, because he could just smell
Of course, Smiley, you're great.
Yes.
How-
So
Point to the direction, buddy.
so everyone that managed to beat the DC 10, which it was not that difficult. You
Say that, and it's our party.
I know, but again, you smell burnt corpses, electrified corpses. In fact, you smell mortar and sulfur.
Does it smell like hell in here?
Yikes.
There's too much blood in my nose.
So all you guys can now bring your tokens to here.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Are they
Yeah.
having a
Oh,
burning,
there we go.
are they having
so
a burning
long.
seance?
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
okay, there we go.
We are having a pyre burning.
There we
Oh,
go.
no fucking
Oh,
Let's
Hi.
just move everyone over here.
We made friends.
Goran kind of just sizes everybody, and Syndra's side, you all see this very large alligator man that clearly has another 2 heads taller than Boris. Looks at all of you, then looks to Tyrion, Adaria, and Rasputin. They're your clan.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very well, so they're not prey. And what all of you see here in this particular spot, besides a glowing wall of light, you see lots of corpses and what appears to be massive craters.
Did you throw a party without us, Syndra? Looks like you left the door still open with guests. That or he'll just point over to the pile.
Sin light. Yeah, Sin kind of puts her hands together, takes a deep breath. Honestly, I lost control of this entire situation about 2 seconds into it, so I don't even know anymore. This wasn't me. I wish it was. By the way, where did the ferret go?
What? The fit? Oh, fuck, where is Golka?
She looks at Ari.
Oh, wait. Is he still in? Oh, I know where she is.
Yep,
wait, who are we looking for?
Binge's
The
hat
fairy.
rises up just a little bit. And let me just get her token out because I popped it off somewhere else.
Ari just shrugs.
Inside
There she is.
Binge's hat, Golka pops her head out. She looks around and just asks, "Are you all done yet, or can I just go back into my shield and take a nap?"
Not quite, no. We have some ways to go.
Well, she kind of looks at Syndra and to Binge. Well, I'm already done with spells, so. Did I just hear a tea kettle? in the
Someone's
back?
tea's ready, guys.
Someone's tea is ready, or a child is having a very bad
I
day.
think it was Harley.
Leave me alone.
It's alright. It's alright.
I tried to run as fast as I can and I almost died.
No,
I love how this
No,
hooked up
fine.
to my mic.
no worries. No
Fine, this is
worries.
funny.
I mean, it's not like you did the horrible accent like I did and left either the
Oh my
potatoes burning or someone set off my someone set off my fire alarm from their own kitchen into my kitchen. So don't worry.
Just don't mess up your tea.
But
What I meant was the ferret that there was the little girls, the mutant.
Oh, the doggo?
A ferret. Okay.
roll me
Oh,
Weasel, ferret, toad.
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought that one
Those
was
are
me,
small,
like,
they're
shooting
predatory
with
mammals.
me.
yeah, roll me just roll me a d100.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Who are
There
you
was a dead
asking?
child.
Oh, it was with Ari.
Who are you asking to roll the d100?
Oh, no!
Oh god!
Well,
Dead.
Ari, roll me a perception or investigation.
God, I'm gonna scream. It's dead.
I'm so glad I
Perception?
The rogue's clothes are just filled with small creatures.
Perception or investigation,
God.
your choice.
Oh my god.
Not great.
No, I believe. Not really,
I believe.
but
All right, Mavis, roll me a perception at advantage.
Oh no. I'm gonna cry.
can't believe Ari killed a hook. Hurt on it.
Hey! I didn't know, okay?
Oh, you did feel this weird itch on your back because
Oh, thank God.
Aww.
where did I? Did it ever come out? Hold on. Why are you not? Why are you? Not?
Yeah.
Actually,
Attractive.
Syndra,
Oh.
There we go.
where the hell is Red?
Ivor.
Who? What? Wait. I couldn't hear you. What'd you ask?
I said, where the hell is Red? I would assume he was charging the front lines.
Cinder just kind of gives you this look, like sidelong, and then just kind of like shakes her head.
I mean, I guess we'll get him next time then.
While all this is going on.
With his fist.
Why is there 2 ferrets now?
Oh, I
I
probably
was
just.
about to ask.
Oh, never mind. There we go.
This has become a ferret, actually.
DM side only saw one, so I was like, oh, I probably didn't put it there.
Yeah, no
But
way.
Okay, I'm just gonna state Smiley's with Az. Just stop tracking where he is.
okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, Mavis, you see this ferret?
The dude.
It was literally clinging on your back, and
Hello.
your perception finally beat its stealth, or just kind of looks
Damn,
at
how long
you.
have you been there?
Looks a little kind of for a fur noodle. It kind of gives you like a half-eyed, open look stare. Then tilts his head, looks in that direction.
I don't see anything. I'm just gonna stare at
Oh,
him
wait.
back, like with a questionable look.
Oh my God.
It hops off of you for very briefly and looks at all of you, twitches its nose, and it starts booking it to that direction. Very fast for a small creature.
I'm pretty sure someone should follow that.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I'm pretty sure someone should follow.
Boris,
He was on my back.
Boris kind of raises his hand. I guess me and some of the crew can go follow.
Be careful.
Oh, I almost grabbed the seat.
On top of that, does anybody need to take a moment to rest?
Not really. Unless the others do, but I'm more so worried about the hostage situation we may be dealing with further in.
Yes. Also, turns to Arcanos. What the fuck are you doing here?
Came here to help, Chief.
Fine.
Shall I help the others or stick by your side?
You're gonna need somebody with combat prowess. Go with them. Make sure they don't die.
It gives you the Azure Blade salute, and speed runs after them. Much faster than
Faster than all of them.
Loka, yeah, if you would. They probably may need some assistance as well, just in case. You could probably laze about, and they're going to see some less shit than we're about to get into, so suit yourself if you wish, or you could tap the shield, rest in here.
upon hearing this, let me just roll something for Golka now. Because she's lazy. And all
Oh, I know she is. That's why I gave her the option, because I know what's gonna happen.
It'll be a disadvantage.
Nice.
I'm tired of casting all these spells. And she immediately flies over and goes straight into the shield. Don't die.
I'll try not to. I'm more so worried about the others that are related to Dragonkin.
By the way, as you guys are walking through this bridge, you do start to see. Make sure we're all properly put here. We go. You do see some notable banners once again. And also come to realize that they were also in the manor.
I hate it when I'm right.
Oh god, what a fun time that the man crafted his ship 10 years ago and then started up a whole empire.
Binge looking at the banners for the first time, noticing them as he was so busy running to catch up to everybody.
Running, you mean a slight paced jog.
I mean, every time he makes a step.
That was slight paced as possible, but at maximum effort.
I mean, you have to think about it. He's wearing very heavy armor.
I know. I'm just
Yeah. So.
You don't got any water on you. I thought you died of thirst before you got here.
Almost the little fairy helped me out. Did something maybe really quick. My lord.
Friends too then.
My lord. Those banners are from my homeland world.
Oh,
Yes.
and can you give some context as to what exactly they were?
I want, I'll roll for dear old Binge here.
dear old bitch.
Oh, yeah, you roll for me. God forbid I have to fucking roll.
I know.
Dude, we're all rolling hot tonight. I don't know what you mean.
Actually,
Roll, eat shit and explode.
I'm sorry. I just looked at his sheet for the first time in a very long time, and I looked at his DM notes. I was like, oh, right, he already knows this.
Miser, make you roll for it. Wait, never mind. I forgot.
He just
Are
simply.
all of these? I'm sorry.
No, those are all corpses, and if you're going to animate skeletons, then yes, these are human corpses here.
Well, are any of these armors animated, or are they people?
These two are guards, and further down are a mix of human guards, animated armors, and weird, bobbly tentacle creatures. But Binge goes, I recall the Calignius Order, one of the 16 Knight Orders of the Lodician Empire from the far north.
Right. I'm assuming they're known for dragons. Perhaps the distaste of them.
Not quite. More like our dragons are different from the dragons I think you are referring to, my lord. Mostly known as dragon tamers or riders. The last head, which was about 15-ish years ago, got usurped was a big war that went on, and him and his family vanished. I think his family got perished. I don't know all the details since I was in the far south and still in the military academy. But there was 16 orders. I think theirs was usurped it and disappeared, but they fought on the borderlines, mostly skirmishes, and then when war broke out, now this one I had to roll for Binge because he does not have complete knowledge of what happened.
Well, we do appreciate the information, of course, but
God
I'm just
damn.
happy you're alive.
Thank you, my lord. Right.
Lord.
The lord of the Caligula's order, the head of it, I believe his name was, yes, Sir Richard. Oh, wait, did I just lose light of everything?
You don't see anything about my character, bunch of torches, and black.
Oh my god. Light, darkness.
What just happened?
Well, Tony said, fuck you, no story.
Anti-flashbang.
Like,
I literally just got dropped 2 things on and then clicked back to my character and everything was fine.
Someone turn the lights off.
Hello? What just...
Look him off, like, alright, goodbye.
I see.
Voice in the corner.
No. He turned them off for dramatic effect.
Let me see. What?
He's about to give us like the flashback of the century. Like, I need all the lights off for this except for one on me.
That was not intentional. I don't know what just happened.
I know, it's just funny.
I think it was when I drag and dropped 2 skellies on.
Is it still there for everybody else?
I refreshed and it's fine.
Yeah, I just had to move around. Just click,
I'll
click
just-
on a token or move.
Oh,
Let me
Oh,
see.
hey, look, some light. Oh, hey, look.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm just giving those skeletons their vision.
token, babe.
I don't.
just said I'm stuck on the reloading screen, so.
Oh, you're gonna have to give it some time.
God.
Yeah, just give it a
Yeah,
Maybe it was me when I accidentally dropped one of them onto one of the torches.
maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
even my screen went black. I'm like, what just happened?
That's how torches work.
That's not how this works at all.
But yeah, Binge immediately adds, yes, the leader or the last leader of the Caligula's order was known as, that's strange, Richard McGree, the steadfast Dragonheart. He was mostly known for his command over 3 I guess we would call them dragons. I don't know if he points over to Tyrannus' direction, would call them dragons.
He's a dragonoid from the sort. But for the most part, he's a dragon. Interesting. Don't quite know how they make it here, but whatever it is, get to the bottom of it.
Yep, and
We
since
have much to talk about, but I'll talk about it in due time.
yeah,
And
since
one last thing.
I was gonna say, since Binge rolled really well on his intelligence.
Oh, more stuff? Lore?
Yeah,
What?
here you go. You can read that at your free time.
There's a paragraph.
But,
I'll read that in a second.
No, take your time or off screen, but I'm just gonna move these guys over there.
Okay,
Um,
it finally reloaded, but I'm lost. Could someone
I will shift ping you right now.
there? Thank you.
A reminder before we go, I am not a lord. I've never been a lord. Still not lord.
Gore got bored and attacked the giant shiny wall.
Well,
That's
as
not a lord.
Goran does that, his attack bounces off the shiny wall, and Takes 10 points of damage. Force.
Give me 5.
You raged? Okay.
Is he gonna fucking hit it again?
He has relentless rage. He didn't stop raging. He was always angry.
I never stopped being angry. I was born angry.
But, yes, so as you guys walk around, you can roll me another investigation or perception or whatever you want to do to investigate the various bodies that got blown up here and destroyed.
What weapons was I able to find on the, to arm these boys with?
Simple short swords, crossbows,
Okay.
long swords. It's definitely a sort of normal but militarized weapons.
Alright, so I'll take a long sword for one, and she'll give since she's been carrying it the whole time is a weird thing. She'll give one of them, Red's fearsome greatsword.
Okay. So, with Adaria, with your, actually no, Tyrannin. Tyrannin! Oh, this is great.
Hi.
Tyrannin, you look at this, look around, take a good whiff of the air. Something comes to your mind. This was done by somewhat magical means that only your kind could possibly do. Or at least those of your kin.
Like, you guys just see him take a big whiff. Then he just the eyes slowly open and he's just looking at Rasputin.
Why is Tyrannin doing the dumb cat eyes?
There's
Did he get a good whiff?
Or at least something with draconic blood.
I mean, I'm right here, Tyrannin.
Not you. Unless you did this.
No, this wasn't me.
Also, Tyrannin, looking at some of the corpses, you definitely see the familiar looks of dragonic jaw, teeth marks, and claws. As some of the body parts, as everyone with their investigations and intelligence are in perception, you see that some of the bodies, including the tentacle creatures, they were torn apart by something much bigger and stronger. There are definitely various sword wounds as well, but it seems like there was it was a monster party here.
Well, makes sense for Lord Ominence to employ one of his own kin.
Alright.
Do we know what color it was?
Not off my nose, no.
You know what, with your, actually, with your, 23 investigation, Tyrannin, you smell a lot of ozone.
Fucking hell.
Should we be worried?
Well, it either looks a hell of a lot like me or a hell of a lot shinier than me.
Oh, dear God.
Binge, do you recall
Theoretical question. Idea.
Alright, first, what was Rasputin asking, Binge?
Do you remember what of the 3 dragons Sir Richard had in his employ?
Let me roll his intelligence.
Actually, you roll. I'm too scared.
Oh my God. This
God
man's going in.
He's so smart.
He remembers his history.
Fuck yeah, bitch.
Finally, a fighter that can remember his history and protect people.
He holds his three he holds his three he holds his 3 fingers up, and he goes, there was a red one, or orange. There was that very snaky looking one that had massive wings.
Oh fuck.
And there was that third one that was very grounded, very big, blocky, and greenish, but I believe from my military academy they were, well, again, my world different from yours, they are known as venerable dragons of certain elements, fire, lightning, and earth.
Which one was the lightning one?
I'm assuming the
I'm sorry, I never really encountered them in person, just saw a lot of picture books.
if you're saying one's a snake-like with wings, could be a wow. Possibly even a great one.
It was one of the reasons why many people feared Sir Richard, but again, from I remember, he vanished 15 years ago after his house was destroyed.
It's either they didn't vanish, or perhaps they found a way to make their own.
There was mention of his family were slain, at least by revolting and angry peasants and other people. I believe it was false charges, but I don't know too much about the border skirmishes and situations since I'm in the far south.
Whatever the circumstances, it's not good. If we have to fight one of them, we're in some trouble.
And I'm just gonna roll this now because you guys have been standing there long enough.
I get fucking.
Oh, we're about to get sieged.
Oh
Siege
no.
weapons are about to pop. I was so worried because I saw wall and cannon like explosions, and I was like,
Delicious.
Played enough New World to know what this is.
Oh.
The
I
wall
guess the
starts
wall's
to
going
fall
down.
apart,
I did it!
and
Sure
you
you did,
guys,
dear. Oh wait, I can't understand what he's saying. Thank God.
and I believe you guys got enough vision as you do see a few figures. Well,
Well,
you do see a man sitting on a stone bench. Behind him is a large crate and what looks to be like two very large dragonoid figures as they are quietly eating food. And the man is just sitting very calmly while drinking what looks to be like a small vial, bluish in color. You may all roll me perception as well.
hell yeah. Time to roll for plot.
oh yeah, fuck you. I look at the turret and I go,
You got any ideas on how to kill a worm? And, well, you know what's dragon.
I'll shift Z what they look like too. Just-
Quickly and efficiently.
God, I forgot how much.
I was thinking of a plan, not just the thing we always do.
I see we got Spyro here.
I was gonna say some Spyro vibes.
If it's in the air, you might need to help me.
I just found these images. I liked them. I took them.
And I can bring
No,
it
it's fine.
down.
So we're both getting thrown.
Sever the wings. Keep them on the ground.
So, let's see. Oh, darn it, Mavis. Good job.
Fuck you! Stop playing.
Darn it, Mavis.
So-
How dare you lie?
Yeah, cause it beat everybody by a 23, but Mavis beat it by 1 point because what came out from behind was this one over here.
Oh yeah! About to get fucking mauled in the asshole.
The Earth Dragon.
Yes,
Fire, water,
That's the way he was
earth.
saying. The Earth one.
The earth!
this one just kind of lumbers out as it realizes it's been spotted, but it'll just move over here.
Oh, this is going to be great. I hope you also have means in order to go underground as well.
Well, you won't have to roll for this, but the ground you're standing on is not only uneven, but it's been powderized into soil.
Is it, so here's a question to you. Is it considered difficult terrain?
Yes.
Fuck me.
Yo, bitch, you got the move
But,
No.
the man sitting on the stone bench with everyone else with their perception rolls as well, see that he is a little bit busted and battered, bruised here and there, but it seems like the crate behind him was filled with some potions that not only he's taking in, but also the draconic creatures behind him are also consuming it. And those that are closest to Sir Raid, they clearly give a very notable protective growl and a snarl. The one in the farther back remains silent as it watches both Mavis, Adaria, and Arizel. And the gentleman in the center looks at all of you, then looks over to Goran. Ah, you're here earlier than I expected, Goran. Goran's owner.
Took a shortcut.
I would expect you to come after all this was done and over with to claim my life. And you teamed up with outsiders. I'm impressed.
I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, that's something for that's something for a DM to do. Goran just kind of growls, but he's not taking any hostile stances just yet. They have made an agreement with my tribe. Sindra, as you are moving that way, this particular dragon creature is looking at you and eyeing you very closely.
Finn looks so uninterested at the moment after, getting a response, so she literally moves over and just starts leaning against the corner of the wall.
Oh, they are just the two draconic creatures are just watching everyone else on the sides. And then Richard, Raid actually, but revealed to be Sir Richard, looks at everyone else. Then again, once again, back to Goran. I don't suppose you're going to challenge me to another one-on-one duel so soon. I don't think you've still fully recovered, have you? No, I don't see the scar there. There's a pause, and Goran again pointing his blade toward Sir Richard. Yes. We fought once in a duel before. I'm more than willing to challenge you again. Right. Before we get on to business, I believe I should ask who are your companions. And I'm just going to roll this to see which one he'll converse with first, with Sindra being even and Rasputin odds.
I'm gonna telepath to Sindra. Say something smart before they kill each other.
Well, I got evens. Lady with the, well, clearly you're a necromancer. What exactly is your purpose here?
Oh, good, right. Time to talk. Well, frankly, she kind of motions back. Other than, well, you've met him, which, I guess, is Goran?
Yes,
And,
I defeated Goran in one-on-one combat. If not,
those two down there, she points at Odin and, Rasputin and, Binge. Technically a few in the back. Technically I'm here because Ominence is rather annoyed by the lack of production and the increase in unemployment.
I figured he would. I'm a little surprised it took him this long to notice something was wrong. Not that I
Aside
blame.
of that, the blue one over there is really pissed off that Ed was here. Matthias doing his, and let's see. Oh, I guess the other part of business would be, and this actually is a personal one for quite a few here. My understanding is you're doing dealings with Red Fox.
Where to start to answer on that?
Probably the one that makes me want to kill you less.
First of all, I do not know who this Ed Matthias Dominguez is.
Wizard, fancy boy. He, what would you call that room?
Yes.
Ballroom? Dropped out the floor, tried to kill 3 of them.
Yes. The Archmagus. Unfortunately, due to contract, I am forbidden to say names of that particular character. Or at least names that I am keen in knowledge of, so thank you for that. At least now I know he has another name that he runs by. Now for, the Inferno. Well, my service to him is of loyalty, but again, it was for more self-beneficial matters. In regards to the criminal organization and the cultists, they were an unwanted package deal when I had to deal with a contract with the Archmagus.
So what did he need all the people from the slums for?
You're a smart one, aren't you? I'm sure you can guess what a vile magus would want with bodies. Also, Tyrion, as you step forward, the 2 dragonoids, or the 2 dragons behind Sir Richard, they both look at you, and you can see that one is there's fire crackling in its mouth, and the other one is crackling electricity.
After he said what he said about Ed, Tyrion started approaching, crackling. Yeah, just the same as his dragon, crackling with electricity.
Yeah. And Richard kind of almost losing interest with Syndra as he sees Tyrion walking over, but then sees Rasputin, but then his eyes focus on Binge. Huh. Weird to see someone from my old homeworld.
Haven't we just stepped over like a corpses of how many of them, Binge? Like 10?
Yes, except Binge here belongs to the south. The ones that you probably went over were part of my loyal guard or from the other orders that are from the north. But I suppose you shouldn't worry about that, since it's not really of any your concern as a outworlder.
No.
Now you...
Not just these things, I do have to question. Are you willing to give yourself up easily so we can take you back to, Inferno? I really don't want him coming here destroying everything, and I don't think you want to challenge him.
I will get back to you on that. As he looks now to Rasputin. You seem to have an interesting story, Knight. The same eyes as I did.
Before my kingdom fell apart or after?
More like a man who lost the one that was important to his life. And he looks to you, Tyrion. And same to you.
Tyrion looks over both of his shoulders. You two should be ashamed of yourselves being a pet to a human. In Draconic.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh fuck.
Tempered. I also say Draconic.
Okay.
All due respect.
No.
Sometimes
He was just,
I don't need
he was
to
just
right
like, yes, the hornet's nest. I see it. I must kick it.
I
now.
know.
I have some tea if you like some. I don't know what kind of tea dragons like.
The thing is too is that he understands exactly what you said too. So let me just get their sheets up.
Seamus, I hate you.
Just like hear this rambling in Draconic, panicking. As they're both growling, it's like, oh, I have a second thought.
Where
I think
is?
Tannen
There
kicked
you
the
are.
hornet's nest, so I'm ready to get fucking mauled.
Okay.
Aye, for fuck's sake.
Oh, hold on. I got put in public.
That's what he would say.
I know.
I know. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Keep their composure.
That one kept his composure, but the other one may not.
Come on, be a respectful dragon.
Nope.
No.
Not a respectful dragon.
So the red one here.
Oh.
Okay. So first let me put the scene. So as you say this, actually, let me also put agree. See if he actually well.
How the fuck does Richard own dragons yet doesn't speak Draconic?
Oh, he understood full well. That's why. He understood full well.
Say, this man tames them is like, I can't speak to yous, but I can train yous. The horse whisper, but
Well,
Richard, you're better than this.
he's got
no.
he's a little miffed by that. So Richard, okay, so let me go with the way it was rolled. So the purplish looking one looks at you, Tyrion, and then scoffs, almost as if your words mean nothing to it. The red one begins to almost work itself into a fever pitch anger, as you can actually see the heat coming out from the underneath the scales, as if it's getting ready to fire its breath weapon. But Richard raises his hand and then just says, "Let me correct you on that misunderstanding, Dragonoid. They're not pets. And if you were to repeat that one more time, I'm going to make sure that you die first. These are, in a way, my sons, as when I found them dying as hatchlings, I took care of them. They are as much my family as I am theirs. If I were to exchange the lives of every single human or creature in Stormforge for my family, to bring them back or to keep them safe, I will gladly do so, which I'm sure at least one of you can understand the desire to protect your loved ones. Isn't that right, Goran? Considering that you accepted my duel one-on-one so that my lord and master did not purge your entire tribe with his flames, as you yourself know how powerful he is. Goran is silent, but Sindra and Tyrion, you can feel the silent rage. And
Let's please refrain from violence. We can talk this out first.
he
I
then
understand you've lost a lot. And we've lost a lot too. And we don't wish to lose more. If you recognize my eyes just like yours, you would know I don't want to lose anyone else. We can settle this peacefully. Just give us a chance. I don't want your creatures dying. I don't want your loyal sons to die, just as I don't want my friends and family to die.
Talon growls and speaks in Draconic. He calls us creatures and yet not show proper respect.
You're clearly superior creatures, no?
just make me a persuasion for Talon. Just see if you can
Oh no.
soothe his temper right now, because he's the only one that's currently
Oh,
agitated.
He told me to roll for plot. It's not really going so hot.
No worries, no
don't
worries.
worry, as long as he doesn't roll like against that, you're good.
My apologies. It's as I am what you would call an inferior being. I may not know the proper tongue. It's been a long time.
He looks a little bit calm, but it's very clear that he's still holding his breath weapon on hold. It's like literally rolling in the tip of his tongue. But
Solve things with diplomacy rather than violence. I don't want any of your magnificent beings to be disgraced by us. And if anything, this may benefit the two of us. Although I may not seem it, but we may find a common goal somewhere. It doesn't hurt to take that risk.
risk.
We'll lose nothing talking.
You speak of risk.
More if you fight.
Tell me, what is your name, knight?
There are Speaking Goldheart.
Sir Goldheart. Answer a hypothetical question for me then. If you were given the choice to remain loyal to your lord, but the cost of keeping your family dead, all of them, every single one of them, or the choice of willingly betraying your lord to bring back the lives of your precious family, your loved ones, which would you do? There is no right answer to this, but I want to know your actual heart.
I'd be ashamed for even being under the loyalty of that lord. If I would never be given a choice to sacrifice my family if my lord was right and just. And if that's what you have been through, then sir, I apologize. But you've been treated wrong. But there are people out there that can treat you right.
You think he's gonna bring them back?
It seems you have a
That
better
was
grasp.
Death in his wake. He doesn't bring things back. Unless Darren gestures over to the skeleton. You want them to look like that.
Oh, are we talking about it?
All is lost.
Ed promised Raid here his family back.
Did he show you the armors? Did he show you what he does, people?
Yes, he quite in fact did. Thankfully, only after he upheld his bargain. Which is why I said it was a very ill-conceived contract. Fact of the matter is, I had through my lot. I greatly lament and gravely regret it. However, I went through with it. My family has been returned to me, alive and well, considering the injustice they had suffered back in my old world. Now, don't get the wrong idea. I have no loyalties to the Archmagus. As he points past all of you, as you can see, once the Magus has left my premises, I basically led whichever troops were still loyal to me, as well as my family, to purge and expunge the remaining of these filth. Sadly, I had indeed chosen to forsake loyalty to Inferno to take back what is most precious to me, even though I had to dye my hands in as much blood as possible. But then he looks at you, Tyrannin. So tell me, you who wear the skin of a kobold, but I can tell you are not a kobold. Since even my sword is telling me that you are of true dragon blood. What would you give to get back one of the few things that are, no, the people most precious to your life?
Nothing. They're happy where they are. To bring them back into this would be torture for them. I know where they are. I see the smiles on their faces where they are. The way we used to live in minuscule amount to the pleasure that they have now. And when I finally die, I'll join them there. But they're happy, and that's what fucking matters. My suffering will deal until my demise.
Roll me a persuasion at advantage.
Shit!
Also Rasputin as well, because you guys gave answers. I'll let you know what happens later, but...
I believe in you people.
Come on, Tannen!
Yeah!
Alright, you know what? With that perception, I will say this. You see that you guys have, Rasputin, you definitely see that your conversations have definitely gotten Sir Richard's attention, and...
Just for shits and giggles.
Oh my god.
Double 20s.
That's hilarious.
Okay. I mean, you can roll again just to see if you can get a nat 20, but that's good, that's good. Okay.
Only rolled a 13.
Okay, hold on. So there's a 20.
That was a progression of rolls there.
Yes, it is. Alright.
First the wrong roll, then the correct roll, then the better roll.
Then Richard, his eye sets on you, Syndra. And what of you, Miss Envoy of my lord, Inferno Invanadio? If you were to have lost someone, something precious to you that you cannot truly live without, how far would you go to get them back? Would you even be willing to betray your own morals, your own code of ethics, to bring them back, to hold them again, and not, as he gestures to your undead minions, not in this form, but in their actual living, breathing selves?
He takes a moment. Let's see. Ed tried to take them away from me. So, I've killed my way across this entire island one direction. Slaughtered an entire tribe of fish fuckers.
Goran's laughing a bit.
And their god.
And their god. And now there's only, Oh, I went to the underworld and watched Orcus get shot in the dick by a crossbow. That would have happened.
Person I
And
do not know who this
sacrificed 100
Orcus
years of
is.
my own life for that. And, I'm going to be honest. My morals and such that you think that I could cross, those aren't things you just break. And those aren't things you just do in the pursuit, Taking slaves or raping people or things like that is not going to fix anything that would be the fact of people being taken from me. So at the end of the day, that's not really a question worth asking me. I've already done it. And I'm willing to do it again. And again. And again.
Roll me a persuasion. 8.
Fuck you, 8. That's all you rolled, 9.
16.
Because you said you did it already. It's like, fuck you, I don't care anymore.
And Syndra is definitely, like, just... Like, are we going to do anything or just let him sit there and drink healing potions? You know, he clearly has no fear of the second most powerful dragon on our homeworld.
I mean, you can actually roll Arcana as to exactly what potions he's been chugging down.
Potions of giant strength, I'm calling that fucking right now.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, Syndra, you just noticed that he was drinking a blue viscous a couple of bottles, which you can immediately identify as Potion of Heroism. He was
no.
Also his dragons also did the same thing, but larger containers. He also chugged in a large amount of potions of superior healing as he was closing up his wounds. And at the same time, he also chugged in a potion of advantage.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Care to explain to the idiots?
Can I buy one?
I think it explains itself there, Mariner.
Yes.
Can I buy one?
Is it just on everything?
Yes, for 1 minute. But again, he's not taking any hostile moves. And I just rolled a D100 because I added all your persuasions, which was a 49. And if he had rolled above that, it was something else that would have happened. But he takes a bit of a deep breath. Well, unfortunately, I will not turn myself in to my lord. In fact, as he holds his particular blade, which Syndra and Tyrannin, I need you both to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
And it's also a disadvantage because the blade does seem to emit a ominous and somewhat spiteful aura. So you guys are not frightened, but you do realize that this is a very powerful dragon slayer weapon. But he sheathes the blade, looks over to Goran. I don't suppose our duel can wait for another time. As he throws the sword at, let's see, Syndra is 1 and 2, Tyrannin is 3 and 4, and Rasputin is 5 and 6.
When you get stabbed in the chest and die.
Oh, Tyrannin.
Hey.
He slides the sword over to you. Give that to my lord, and let him know that Sir Richard is no more. Also, let him know that I had found what I was seeking.
This man about to fucking TP.
/DP.
So, here is the sword that's in front of you. Do you pick it up, Tyrannin?
Tyrannin doesn't break eye contact with him. Looks, and then quickly looks down at the blade, looks up at him. If you promise, as a knight, or a former knight at least, to not step in the Ocean Razor's territory again.
I never had any interest in the Ocean Razors or Goran's tribe, if I'm believed to you are mentioning and alluding to. I had a duel with Goran only because it was either a disgraceful loss of a duel by me in one-on-one combat, or, as you already know, my lord and master, former lord and master, he would have scorched earth them into the oblivion. I simply chose the lesser of evils. So So I'm just gonna
And then
remove.
seeing your respect from... Oh, shit. Didn't try to roll anything. I was just moving sheets. Also, he's fucked off somewhere else.
Or we
Seeing
sky drop.
your respect for my kin. I pick up the blade, and I hand it over to Rasputin.
So, Tyrion, you don't need to roll for anything, but you do feel, as you touch this blade, an immense malice of this sword that wants to carve up your body.
Hands it to Rasputin. No, we don't do that around here.
And let me just reveal what the sword is, though, to those who are interested.
This is the good boy sword now.
What the fuck?
Could I have it?
Can I have it?
You do have it!
Yeah! Oh, 1 year of life, huh? Do you want me to do 3 requirements? What's the 3 requirements? Do I meet them?
Yes. It's all at the bottom.
Too bad I have to give it fucking back to someone. Binds his soul!
Yeah, Rasputin, as you hold the sword, this thing feels like it wants to pierce through your own flesh and make you want to carve up dragons.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure you're not mine anyway, so you're gonna go in the sheath for now.
And
Uh-huh.
Richard slowly gets off from his stone bench, dusts himself off. And you also notice that he also has another sword that was quite literally on his back as he got up. But he gives you all a polite bow. The people I managed to liberate will be freed immediately, as they're under the protection of my wife. So long as none of you follow or pursue me or my family, we may leave this as is, and we will never cross paths again.
I hope your sons do well in this world. Our kin, as he looks to the two of them behind him, are not treated kindly here.
That is the unfortunate cruelty, not just of this world, but all worlds.
So, Richard, when all of this blows over and we can finally find some peace, when I restore Cormier to its former glory, I can assure you, you will always have a home.
I thank you for your kindness, Sir Goldheart, but where I will traverse with my family, it will be beyond these lands and never to set foot on my former homeworld. But if fates decree it that we meet again, I will ponder upon your offer again.
And Draconic, I just say, safe travelings, Sir Richard.
By the way, you know Celestial, don't you, Rasputin?
I know.
As a fellow paladin, he also speaks to you not only in Draconic, but also in Celestial. May your path never waver, Sir Goldheart. He says that to you in Celestial while he looks over to you, actually to both Tyrion and Syndra. And I do hope you, well, I wish you good hunting, children of the World Shaper.
Fuck.
Sheridan smiles and he looks at Talon. I like you. You remind me of a younger me.
He looks a little confused as you say that, but he does take a better whiff of your direction now.
He's old.
Restore yourself first. I wish to test my might against you when you're whole.
Holy shit, it's like looking in a mirror.
Don't kill each other, please, God.
No, it'll
Richard,
just be for fun.
Richard then holds up a orb,
Shut up.
and then, with surprising ease, he crushes it. The treasury should be open now, as the remaining animated armors lurking about should be immobilized.
Neat.
Thank you.
He then holds up a ring, which it shines for a brief moment, and in a brief blow of light, teleports right over there. Bastion, it's time to leave. No need to threaten them with dropping him into the waters. As
Dude uses telepathy for Adaria. Didn't work the first time.
Did we win? She'll say back.
Did he say treasury?
Yes and yes.
Oh.
Right. Sir, did you leave a map by chance?
As he's leaving, Richard just speaks in loud common. You passed by it, I am certain, as I saw you through the scrying orb.
Shit. He's just joking.
It was where Adaria threw the ice. Sheridan, I'm going to make a telepathic link between me and Syndra, so she can respond. He's the only one that uses two-handed weapons.
Finn
Left or right?
steps up next to you, Tiernan, looks at you, then leans down a little bit. Just keep your pet knight on a short leash.
We've had a conversation. There will be no more violence.
I know. He doesn't get another chance.
Excuse me, where the hell are you going? Sorry.
To the left again.
Oh my god.
Was it this way?
As Cinder's walking away, just be a little nicer to him. You like to poke buttons, and he doesn't respond well to pressure. We're a team. Let's fucking act like it, and that's coming from me.
Oh god. Think it's going this way.
Alright, so let me just, I'll just fast forward moving. You don't have to go all the way to the treasury yourselves right now.
I know, but I just want for the...
Yeah.
Lost me.
So you,
We literally just came down here like 5 minutes ago.
I wasn't paying attention.
so
I swear to God, people, you humans in your age.
as you approach the place where the treasury is at, and let me see if I can.
I think I'm in my 60s. I'm 36, mate.
Hold on, let me just grab the
Yes,
dynamic
you're almost at
lighting,
the end
delete
of your
this.
rope. Thankfully, I'm not.
I blame war.
Get rid of that. Oh, wait.
War.
Oh, that's
War
map.
never changes.
It changed my
Delete
brain.
that. Go back to objects. And I'll just take Torchy and McTorch. And I'll shift you guys to the location of where the stuff is at. Just quickly imagine that you guys got all the way back over there to the treasury. And you find the following items, which I do need.
Hold on, I got this. I haven't really rolled much today. Oh my god.
That's all you.
Oh!
Just so you know, this was taken from all the populants of Stormforge, so it's a lot of stuff in there.
And
Ornate. Oh.
Want me to keep track of everything?
Bring it up again. I lost it.
Here, I'll throw it. I'll just literally copy paste it in the. There you go.
Mariner, this is a completely just out of game question. You want me to keep track of everything, or are you gonna throw some of that in your bag?
I want to roll a nature check on the blue flower.
I was talking about just straight gold numbers.
Gold, I was. You can keep track of. I was assuming we were gonna give it back, so we wouldn't hold on to a lot of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is actually Sin walks up. By the way, I believe you have understanding that doesn't belong to anybody except the people here. And I would say that as Ominence owns it.
Oh.
The golden scroll be missing.
I mean, you could roll you still got your detect magic up, right? Syndra?
She'd cast Detect Magic to see if there was any magical armors or anything, or weapons.
Oh yeah,
Bodies.
there's also, the treasury also has magical stuff in it too.
She'll recast it just as to do, mostly because she's interested, or it's mostly just to make sure, you know, inventory, but yeah, anything that way.
Oh, Zelda's smith tools. I'm not a smith anyway.
Yeah.
They leatherworkers tools.
Here's a question. Can I roll also while you're getting that, Miser? Can I roll a nature on the blue flower?
Sure, let me just... I think I had to do something here.
Finally, the flower has come to me.
Yeah, I
Once
don't.
again.
Yeah, I don't match the requirements for Scalebane, so this is oof.
Yes, a
Oh.
useless weapon.
I need to be from the world Paladin is, supposed to not have more than half their blood be the scales species and be of indigo bloodline.
Well, time to rewrite your whole anatomy again.
Anyone got a wish spell?
No. We'll do exactly what we did with Arizel and just completely rewrite your whole anatomy from a god.
Just rewrite the backstory.
It is possible.
No. Just your anatomy. Just so you can hold it. Oh, fuck.
You know what, I had to fix
You're
something
so cool,
here.
but I can't have you.
I love you, but we can never be together, Sword.
I mean, you could also, possibly attempt to rewrite the very item itself.
Possibly with that.
I would not want to
Hi.
rewrite
Dragon
that.
chasing around it?
Hi, me.
Okay, hold on.
So like.
So, buddy,
Yes, I'm just,
Possibly a very convenient anti-cursing spell.
yes.
well, you're not bound to it yet. You're just holding it.
I'm not. I don't want to bind to it.
Oh my-
Before I die.
Yeah,
Alright,
24
so,
nature.
hold
You're
on.
so nature.
Well, this
Alright,
makes sense
so
for
let
any
me,
plant bullshit.
okay, so we're first going with the flower, which, Adaria, you looked at it and saw it from multiple times in some of the picture books. It is actually a moon tear flower.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
You do realize that and with that nature, I'm just going to give this to you too, that it's only being preserved because it's inside that sphere. If it is taken out of it, the spherical case, it will die immediately.
That's a pretty flower.
This is a flower that can rebound souls, fuck with peoples. This is insanely powerful. And she'll put it in her bag.
You say rebind souls.
Yes, it rebind souls can make two people into one soul, fight over control, literally curse them forever to die. It has a few fun cases.
Wait, and there's two of them.
No, there's only is there only one sphere?
Is one.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
one
just
sphere. There's
Also-
2 book manuals, which I want you guys to roll me 2d4s for that. One of you, please, just one.
I got it.
Lost the treasury again.
I got it.
I
Don't
had
worry.
to refresh because my sheet got broken.
1 in 4. I go both ends of the spectrum, Miser.
That you did. Hold on. Okay.
Don't mind shifting in the treasury.
So, 1 in 4. Okay. So, the first thing you find, and it says the Manual of Eternal Wisdom.
I kind of want it.
There's a
Oh, I want it.
It's awesome.
And then
I
with
want
the
that.
with the 4, you got the Manual of Bodily Health.
Assuming that's a con one. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
If you don't mind, I'm going to take the wisdom book. Been looking to read a little bit.
I don't know who I want the bodily health book, but I'm been more focused on the fancy scroll dragon on it. So is this? Can we have this? Is this?
Also,
I see.
Syndra, with your detect magic, you do sense that the obsidian scroll case has intense magic in it.
And the other scroll case?
The other scroll case, there is some magic coming out of it, but it feels more. It feels more toward the enchantment class, while the obsidian one is more of abjuration.
Do I get the feeling that it's trapped?
No.
Then I guess I'll take a look at it and see what's in it.
Which one are you opening first?
The obsidian one. It's not a trap.
Alright, I need you to roll me a 1d4, a 1d6, and a 1d8. Nice. Okay, so as you pop this open, you find yourself, well, you find 3 scrolls. And let me pull them out as which scrolls they are. So with the 8, you got a scroll of Wall of Force. With the 4, you got 1 Banishment. And then with the 1, you might not be able to cast the spells yet, but you got Big B's hand.
Big B's hand's only a 2nd level,
Oh, that's right.
I think.
No, I think it's a little bit higher. I could be wrong.
No,
It's
big
much
mouse.
higher.
Oh no,
He's a big
there's
boy.
no there's another
The Faithful Hound,
one that I have.
maybe.
Yeah.
I forgot
Then,
it's.
yeah, she closes that back, puts it in her bag. Alright, let's see what's on the dragon one.
Ooh, can I see that one? It has dragons on it. Come on.
I mean,
Dude, just fucking standing there like.
Half the party, meanwhile.
Do you
If-
have a fetish for dragons or something?
Oh, look, my shield.
so
my chest plate.
all right. So here's a question. So the one that's opening the ornate dragon scroll case, who's standing with you?
Both of them standing next to each other.
I think I'd probably be like at least close to the chest. I don't know, like how you mean next to, like just 5 feet or.
Okay, I just want yeah, you know what? Everyone that's within 10 feet of Rasputin that's opening this, please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Thank God we get a +4.
Who?
It's just nuts.
What about
It's
these
just
nuts?
so good.
+4. God damn. This makes sense.
Must be a disadvantage. Bill and I.
Okay.
Fine.
Damn,
They-
everyone's within 10 feet of me.
Pretty much.
Man.
This is a pretty small room.
I mean, Adaria, you're the only one that succeeds in this. Because
Hell yeah,
the
fuck
D-
you, bitch.
because the DC was actually a 23.
Does he have bless?
Oh yeah, doesn't he have the paladin aura?
Oh right.
still gets
So
that.
yeah, he also
Yeah,
passed.
Binge would be fine.
But,
Everyone
Yeah,
has a
good.
+5 or 4.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
4. So, Binge and Adaria, you both notice that there is a floating eyeball just about a good 10 feet above you, looking down at you all. And then it vanishes.
Hi. Oh,
What the hell was that?
I'm cursed.
And this is what you get.
Scry.
God damn it!
And this is what you.
Oh no!
And this is what you find.
What version of blessings is the cosmos?
Oh wait, that's Ed from Ed.
Who did I touch?
Oh,
You just
fuck.
touched Ed's contract with Raid, and now he knows.
Laser decided to resurrect his family. Oh fuck shit! And allow myself. Oh god, it's a miser contract too. I'm gonna need someone else to proofread it.
Tells family, discarding name complete.
Half of Eris's contracts were his, or at least heavily influenced by miser. If this is full-blown miser, then
Own goals.
He literally named himself Demi-Goddess.
This man.
Do I know anything about this name?
No,
it's pretty
but
Or the Death Templars?
no. Unfortunately, none of you guys outside of the Palathenis would know. But there is someone you do have next to you.
Well, someone's gonna talk to Binge because
Binge,
I
who
didn't
the
read
fuck
the
is
contract.
Demi-Goddess Plans Emirate, and who the living fuck are the Death Templars?
They are the strongest.
I haven't got to the Templars yet.
Still reading.
You see, actually all of you can see Binge become very visibly pale when you not only mention the name but also the Death Templars, because he gives you the full story about them, or at least what he knows.
Huh. Yes, plot.
So much reading.
Hey, I've been working on this for months already.
No, I know.
But Binge gives you the highlights of it. Like, they are the strongest knight order of the Lodician Empire under the Emperor. They're also the ones that overthrew or usurped the Caligula's order to take their place. Mostly zealots, archmage, demigoddess, Thans, Emirate. I don't know his name. I was just told that if he was on the battlefield, everybody dies. No questions asked. And most battlefields that the Death Templars were there is usually a lot of bodies and craters. They have a creed which was admonish overconfidence and blind faith and recognize the significance of one's existence. Some say that the Death Templars are, well, the real power behind the Empire, maybe. But they vanished. Well, not vanished, it just stayed farther north and never really came down to the south. If they had, I would most likely be deployed and not be here.
Sandra, put him on the list.
Does somebody want to explain to me how Demi-Goddess Plans Emirate is Ed when somebody's already known them half his fucking life?
Could be universal.
Syndra, since you asked that particular question, you can roll me an investigation.
Can I also roll history to see if I've ever heard of that name
You may.
from Ed, even, or maybe even one of his friends? Oh, to the club.
Okay, so we'll start with Syndra. I'm taking a better, closer look. The name that's before you is rearranged in a very meticulous and aggravating way, it literally is respelled as Ed Matthias Dominguez.
Oh,
I hate you, Miser. I hate
He's
you.
an asshole.
Okay, I'm the only person that noticed that.
No, I did, but that's why I was pointing it out. It's hated.
As for,
It was just like, how the hell is this guy powerful on another world and then powerful on, our world?
and Rasputin, can you roll me history again? Because I should have said you had an advantage, because you did talk with Rasputin. I mean, you did talk with Ed when...
You talked with yourself. You had a coming apart.
I had a
So-
heart with my heart.
Yeah, so back when you were at least at the bar or the tavern, back where Ed was somewhat hiding out in a way, you recalled a lot of Ed's conversation about his, at least what you picked up, his disdain or his dislike of higher powers, gods, and dragons, and things that make humanity insignificant.
Yes, I knew that.
And how he hoped to, again, which you always wondered why he seemed to be very insistent on miracles, but him being a archmagus or even just a mage, it's a little weird that a mage would dabble into the power of faith. As for names, you never got any special names out of Ed, but you do remember his particular phrasing of a creed that
Yeah. On one hand, he doesn't like, hierarchy and gods and all that, but he likes to make himself one.
or rather, you remember this particular phrase
Irony.
that Ed would always say.
He said that in the bar conversation.
Yes.
And certainly doesn't give a fuck about gods then, all things considered.
No, he just thinks they're not doing it right. That's why he's trying to become one.
Also, I'm pretty
This is
sure
all their own moral compasses backwards.
Also, I'm pretty sure he booby-trapped that squirrel to watch most of us.
Oh yeah, I'm probably right under his eyeball now.
No, quite literally, it just disappeared like 5 seconds ago.
Oh, he's just made a big mistake though. I talk like a motherfucker.
Oh, dear God. You know,
It's total warfare.
I'm pretty sure he wins in most of the mental game. He's pretty much fucking up some of us mentally.
It's probably why they get along so well.
Surprised you didn't talk each other to death, all things considered.
We talk to each other drunk, and then talk to each other to sleep. Well, not in that way. Like we would be drunk and then fall asleep at the bar.
Look, I don't care what
Like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't.
Sure.
I will be sure.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
So so change.
Myself to 50 right now.
Changing scenes for a brief moment as you guys are just talking about the treasury. Arizella Mavis. Arizella Mavis, are you guys doing anything in particular as you watch the conversation with the group unfold and the man with the 3 dragons just walked away and there was no fighting and no murdering, just, well, the guy leaving? Do you pursue after him or?
No, because it seemed like it wasn't really gonna break out into a fight, so I'm just gonna kind of leave them be, let them pass by us. But as we get to the treasury room, I do sneak in and grab the bag of that. So.
Okay. I guess. I guess in this case, you know what? I'm gonna say because I'm pretty sure you both want to go after the bag of diamonds. Both of you roll. Both of you roll me sleight of hand.
Oh Lord. Oh God. Yes,
All right.
Right.
Do I give Ari my freaking...
No, not in this one.
Wait, do I know what's happening, Miser?
Yes, Yes, it's with your passive perception, yes. But
I'm sorry, Jeebus. Cosmic Omen, let's use that D6, and I want to see if I can get it to even to see what happens. Just for the story.
I'll fucking smite you.
God, I hurt him. Oh,
nah,
14.
he still
Damn
wins.
it, I won. Okay.
But so
I have one left that I was going to use.
yeah. So with the bag of diamonds, which I will say, since you did roll a 1, Arizel, you managed to just get 1 diamond, while Tyrion has the remaining 5.
Okay.
Good job, team.
What about you?
How'd you get that out of the bag?
What about you, Mavis? Do you want to get involved in that little bag theft or?
Oh no, I'm good.
All right.
Gem fucking dragons. Stop taking gems from me.
Tyrion, you got you got a bag of 5 diamonds of worth 500 gold each. But yes, there is a huge amount of iron, metal, stuff that Syndra, Mavis, and Arzel remember that you guys were going through and heard about from the Smith Belinda, that a lot of forgers were being recommissioned and used to make those suits of armors, and were taken over by the automatons.
Alright. Now we need to go find someone to lead this town before, the big red one comes by and decides to scrap it and start over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move all these NPCs since there was a stare down for a brief bit, but Goran has disappeared for the time being.
That's probably a good sign.
Yep. The only thing he tells you, Tyrion, is like, my mate calls me. Apparently your hostages are all alive. At least the ones we passed. He just kind of walks off, but it's clear he's still fuming because he didn't get his rematch, but at the same time, he's willing to take a slight bit of damage to his ego just for the greater benefit for his tribe.
What deal did you two actually make on this?
I look at everybody else. Tyrion forgot.
We would just help him, and then they would have access to the orichalcum deposits. Also, we didn't want to fuck with them because, their relation to the people that we may have stolen orichalcum from.
On the bright side, we have now 1 orichalcum ingot. I call that a profit.
I might be using that, dear, if you don't mind.
My profits have quickly diminished.
No, I wish, since if this is what I hope it is, though it may be consumed, I'm going to reach out to someone that I probably shouldn't.
That's fine. I wasn't gonna use it, actually. I definitely need to make some new armor at some point.
How much is this orichalcum worth, Miser?
Give me a second.
That's good, I thought.
It's just
Oh, is it a
it's a full ingot. It's very
that's worth a
valuable.
lot.
Fuck, I might actually save that for later, because only 1, though. Oh.
Yes. I'm pretty sure you can wonder
We
why.
know the amount of damage that orichalcum can do. Why aren't we having it built into a weapon?
Because I needed something to hold this arm. Kind of looks at her arm.
Pretty cool. Like an orichalcum arm.
Yes, that means I could punch through metal, but just nice.
Well, let's
I'm
get
pretty
these.
sure Bomadir could have something else, so let's go.
Let's get these tools to the rightful owner. She's around here somewhere.
Hopefully, and hopefully.
Oh wait,
die.
Tyrion doesn't know that. That was the other team. Never mind.
Yep, that was the other team.
Yeah.
Right, another thing. Tearing it out. I can't use the sword. What am I gonna do with this?
Keep it on your back. We will see if we can negotiate a sort of similar value from our dear Lord Ominence.
By the way, I'm not sure. We do have to figure out the other two that came in. As she picks up the stone, Bermadia, did your extras show up? Because I think the problem is dealt with at the moment.
Ah, yes. They already arrived. They were dealing with some of the runaways that were escaping from the manor. And Lord Ominence has been quite pleased of the rat expunction and purging.
The raid has,
I don't know who you're talking about. All I heard was that somebody died, and there's a need of a new leadership and management.
I appreciate your knowledge.
Well, when you have that particular stone, it's easy for me to tap it and listen.
I knew there was reasons I like you.
Also,
Do I know anything about this kind of weapon? Do I think I can make it more towards my bloodline?
roll me. I'll give you a choice. You either roll me an Arcana, and unfortunately, this is going to be a flat one because this is a sword not from your world.
Mm-hmm.
But you can either roll me a flat Arcana or a flat Religion.
I don't know if I have inspiration on me.
Unfortunately, only your sister might have given you help on Religion.
Hey.
So,
If it's religion, I can't help, can I?
I mean, do you have proficiency in Religion?
Oh, I don't. Wow.
Yeah, no, if you don't, then you can't.
Man of the cloth.
Bad man of the cloth was more focused on strong. Right?
But Tyrion, you vaguely remember something about at least from your sister's ramblings about dragon slaying weapons and relic type weapons that usually are very picky about their wielders, so they usually make a ritual to make sure they get their desired wielder. So perhaps a ritual to convert said weapon might be a possibility.
He just looks at you. Pretty much just like scans the party. And then his eyes stop at Aria. I might need to talk to Mother.
Oh, God.
So,
Well, you can talk to one dragon, I'll talk to another.
So, I'm just
Don't
gonna...
talk to my sister.
No. You misunderstand. I need to talk to the other dragon. She points up at the stars. Or what, as they're walking.
The fuck were you talking about?
They did one.
Also,
Eh.
Rasputin, could you also roll me a religion at advantage? This is something that as you were talking with Saraid. Okay. So, as you are leaving the complex, and or the manor, which I'll start shifting people around a little bit. I just don't want to go through all this stuff. Actually, yes, hold on. You guys are going out the front gate or what? I just want to ask.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I'm just going to
We'll
do...
get to see the carnage.
Yeah, you're going to see the carnage, but I'm just going to grab all these NPCs. Because, holy shit, the wife really just went to town on a bunch of people.
You want to just,
I'm just doing a copy and paste, that's all. And I'll just shift Z or shift all you guys. I'll worry about all the other NPCs later. But as you guys are heading there or heading out, well, you guys are going to be outside, but let me just do a quick pace, put all those people there. You see, well, it's actually a whole lot more, but I'm not gonna grab all the people in the dungeon, because Bloody Tusky actually managed to keep everyone alive from the hungry ocean razors.
Hell yeah, my boy did it!
But, you're all greeted by the sight of children, young women, and some elderly people, but standing sort of outside of it, but just standing in a quiet, very resolute and stoic demeanor is this figure.
Hold on. Huh.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Hi.
Just stares.
Significant of the survivors.
The female dragonoid being gives you all a somewhat scanning look over all of you. Has the spear, just nods, and proceeds to basically just walk around you back toward the manor.
Well, bye. If you know the wife, I would say, or is it the wife, or can we tell?
You can make a guess.
I don't know where he went, but I wouldn't be here in case Ominent shows up.
Roll me a d20 for me, Syndra.
Alessandra got kicked in the teeth by a dragon.
The dragonoid woman stops, not even looking in your direction, but you can hear her voice loud and clear, despite it being very soft. We may not pass each other again, as my husband decreed. But know that while he regrets killing and being part of the deaths of many, he did it out of good intentions. And this is her. As she just promptly continues moving on, she just adds a final note of words of, whatever happens here in Stormforge no longer concerns us, as we will not be here when my husband's former master resumes his reign and influence. Farewell.
Just out of a twisted conversation question, did you always look like that, or was that and that's bullshit?
Both.
Nothing personal.
Before I only had one pair of legs. And she just continues onward. Quite pretty much stomping on the remains of anyone else or the corpses that get in her way.
No, I wonder if those feet can crush. Never mind.
Is that the girl who had the ferret?
Yep. Speaking of ferret, ferret is next to her. I just didn't get the token. Well, the girl's over here.
Also, this child is holding a ferret. I feel lied to. It's not his ferret.
Sen moves over and points at her and motions to come forward, or to come at her forward.
just trying to get my this damn thing to move. There we go. The mute girl, which I will now show players.
Indra kind of opens her coat a little bit to show the badge.
She nods.
That would like to be family. Would you like to go back with us?
There's a shading smile on her face, which, you know, she's missing a tooth, but she gives a thumbs up.
Yeah. The rest of you, hopefully you have homes to go back to.
The girl with red hair. Man, they just loud traffic outside tonight. The young girl with red hair kind of has the air of a noble too, as she straightens her back up, looks at the other children and looks at you, Syndra. Because unfortunately, the majority of us are either orphans or looks at some of the women and men out of children.
I'm into all the general. I mean,
I've been hearing there will be a big dragon that's going to burn our home. Is that true?
no, thankfully. That being said, it's a young child, right?
Yes, it's the redhead right over here. That's literally right next to you. I'm just gotta.
Being smart, as you seem. I was trying to remember her name just a second.
Terra Creed. And no, I'm not related to the Lord in any sort of manner. We just coincidentally have a similar sounding last name.
Sure. Question. And this is entirely opinion. Do you think Bellamy as Stone Striker would do a good job, running this, she motions around the city?
They all look around. They're all kind of just shrugging and looking very confused. Previous guy worked, well, Mr. McCreed did okay till a few years ago, and, well, you see what we got.
She chose some very bad life choices.
Yeah, it seems like all adults do that.
It can start early too, so don't get in your head that you're out immune to it. Needless to say, Stoneforge needs someone to run it. Mostly because we don't want a big red dragon coming to kill everyone. If one wants to.
You see some people look a little nervous and kind of looking around. It's like, but who's gonna run the place? And
Okay, let's go find people.
speaking of,
Why not the
Come on
ocean
out.
users?
Sin literally turns back to you.
What?
And just shakes her head like, no.
Why?
Well, predominantly because they're horrible, well, I don't know if they're horrible. They are cannibals, you know, and I mean, they probably have absolutely no give a fuck about people.
They said they work together as long as it gestures out to the people. They agreed.
Working together is not the same as leadership. A lizard folk who has lived a tribal life has no idea of... I mean, judging from their weaponry, they have no idea how to do anything related to the rest of these people. We need someone who is capable of understanding their plight and has no gives a shit about whatever. What was it your lizard folk want? Just land? There was something important?
Mm-hmm.
You could roll me a history, Tiernan. Or
No, I know.
or
I
any,
know,
or
but
anybody, yeah. Or anybody that wants to speak up on that, because
Not on my ground to speak.
Tiernan cared.
Okay, so you clearly remember that they just wanted their sacred grounds back.
They just wanted their temple back, which was gestures over to the house under that.
See, that's why we need somebody who will give them that and isn't going to start causing problems like, well, we're here fixing.
What about that guy that was giving out food? Or the blacksmith lady that yelled at me?
You mean the one that we broke the roof of?
Yeah, that one.
The blacksmith lady he's talking about was Belmir, right? The one that
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
asking about.
Yeah.
Yep, that's her.
Actually, that's who I was thinking about, was the blacksmith.
Oh, I didn't get her name when she was yelling at me.
Mostly because her name was on the tools downstairs that we found.
That's really oddly convenient, actually.
Tiernan holds up my hammer. Oh.
Please tell me he was using that like a toothpick, like he was chiseling it with like one of the chisel tools like a toothpick.
By the way,
I
are
had
you?
to knock a couple of my fake teeth back in, you know.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Curious, but are you actually doing that, Tiernan?
Not like a toothpick, but he is like, you know, Tiernan has several replacement teeth, and he's just kind of tink, 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 ow, ow, ow.
Oh my god.
Well,
How much is it gonna roll?
yes, I'm gonna roll exactly her temperament for that, because here
Oh,
she is.
No.
Because here she is, as she arrives with the group. And let
Just
me,
here's a loud ass tank.
yes, I'm just gonna roll her temperament of why there's this blue cobalt screwing around with her tools.
He's just testing them to make sure they work.
Alright, well, she does come over, and she'll just act very loudly. And what are you doing with my tools? You dragon boy? You?
It was loose.
Now, if you need a proper hand on that, here, open your mouth.
Oh no!
By the way, he's the one who ruined your roof.
Huh?
I know.
Fuck.
About to fucking drive your tooth up your skull.
Yep.
She's watching with an amused look. This is great.
Oh, actually, she improved your tooth apparently.
Well, yeah, let's just see how painful it's going to be, because she's still mad. Okay, not that painful. But you do feel the... there.
I think you finally said it right.
I tried it a little bit more, but I think that would work.
I just bit on a rock when I put him in.
I see. That explains why you were able to go through my roof.
Tiernan finally does a thing. Thinks before he speaks.
No, that's disgusting. He's not allowed to do that in this game.
Okay, fine. It was a shit roof.
There we go.
Right. Remind me next time when I
Yikes.
fix your teeth, I go not so easy.
I have a question then, if you don't mind.
Very
How-
well.
Outside of the ruling class that my other elvish friend seems to be willfully imposing, how versed are you in more obscure metals?
How obscured?
Well, firstly, ironwood. No, we haven't really found any, sadly.
There should be some around in the port cities.
Okay, then how about, she's gonna say this in her mind, just in case, because especially with everything. How about, and please don't say this aloud or when it gets said a lot to alarm anyone, but orichalcum, perhaps an whole ingot's worth.
Not even hold her composure.
She's gonna fucking lose her mind and we're all gonna die. It's gonna start off World War III.
It wasn't an advantage, but it was at 14. But anyway. She just stares at you really hard. And it's going to be an insight now.
I mean, I'm not lying, so...
No, but it's to see how much she trusts you, or how much she believes you. And she just says, what, are you talking about Darwin's, crazy findings down in the south?
Oh,
and
yes.
she says it out loud, actually, on that part.
Well, thankfully no one else at least would know what that was. My whole thing was if there were ocean races here, not to fucking stir the pot.
No ocean races are present at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yes. We've actually managed to make a armament out of one of them. Well, very little. And she'll pull out the small kind of spear that she has.
Impressive work. Still a bit shite.
Oh, trust me, I know. That's why my main goal was to try to, how do I say, get this a little bit and reinforce my arm. And she kind of points at the kind of really shitty wooden arm that Golka gave her. And make it at least a little bit more durable. Maybe with some ironwood and orichalcum together, make something really fun and weird.
Probably take me a week. I don't have all my. I don't have a proper forge. I do have my tools.
Do we have a week? So looks at Cinder.
Well, we don't, but I also wondered, isn't that technically a metal?
Yes, but if you bound it within the wood, then I'm not technically using the metal itself, and it's more of an ore than a metal, and it's malleable.
Oh, you see, the little technical terms here is that you're not supposed to be touching the wood. So why not just place it on top of it? Problem solved.
That's how I hold this. Taps her shield.
You see, she gets it. Alright. I think you also had something you wanted to ask me, Miss Sindra Gallos.
Well, I mean, I see that Hagen's here, and he's pretty smart too, so...
Yeah, you see Hagen
I
looking...
figure you two actually know who the hell to have run this place and deal with, frankly, not giving a shit about what the Drat Lizard folk down below give a shit about. Because I think that's the only thing that's going to keep everyone alive. Well, less conflict.
As you're saying that, Belima just kind of points over to this individual, which only, I believe, Tyranny and Rasputin ran into briefly. But you do see, everyone else does see a knight with quite literally missing an arm and a face wrapped up. Looks at all of you while Sky Striker is just pointing at him. She just says, I think this guy would be a good replacement since he was... I'm sorry. Weren't you not Sir Baldwin, the quite literally second in command under our currently missing lord? Stormforge. The gentleman in question kind of gives all of you a bit of an angry look, but is not a distrustful one or a challenging one. It's just more of a, I got dragged into this shit.
They don't pay me enough to be here. I'm just here now.
Yep. And he just says, Sir Baldwin Negralis. I was put under prison since I was questioning my lord's change of demeanor and the return of the sudden return of the lady and the children. Kind of looks at all of you, especially you, Rasputin, who I believe is holding the sword, or is it Tyrannin?
I got it from Sheath.
So he's looking at you right now, Rasputin, and he'll just ask, so was my lord's end a swift one, merciful?
He was a good man. Still was a good man. Gives a soft smile.
Persuasion?
I'm nuts.
It wasn't soft enough. You went too soft.
Did I throw a sheet out where? Yeah, I did.
It was a joke I wanted to make, but I'll hold my tongue for now.
It was not a saving throw, but
Soft enough.
soft enough.
Just the right kind of soft.
Just the right kind of soft.
Just a little bit of a Then he looks at you, Sindra, as you approach him. Definitely looks like a gruff and angry looking person, but it's just watching you with his only good eye right now.
Well, Melnia says you're good. Which I'm guessing she kind of leans in close. You know about Ominence and what he's capable of. Yes?
He speaks. Let me just see how many people know this language.
Ain't gonna be me, Chief.
No, I'm just checking because he's going to speak to you in Draconic, which I think only right now in the party, Rasputin, Tyrannin, anywhere else in the party speaks it. Not everyone else, thankfully, or the populace. Just mumbles. I don't want to deal with the Inferno of the Star Mountain that my lord, my late lord, had swore honor to. And plus, my lord has been dealing with dragons since before I was born.
I'll use telepathy to translate for her. We're still like, so.
Yeah.
He kind of looks a little confused at first and looks sad. He's like, they just speaks in Common for a brief moment. I see you don't speak the particular tongue that my lord was very fond of.
I've got it covered. You can continue.
Returns to Draconic, good. But yes, my lord, Sir Richard had always been with dragons since he was, before he was born, and raised and worked alongside the dragons of our lands before I was born. I'm pretty certain I know exactly who the Lord of Menzato is, and I have no ambitions to anger the Star Mountain's Inferno.
Yeah, so... Good. That's, apparently those kind of looks at the other three, the other Team B. There's a temple or something underground that the lizard folk are very fond of. Just keep everyone out of that. And let them have their own room. I don't think we're going to see too much conflict between the two groups. And, yeah, we can get rid of the unemployment rate and up production again. And we locked the treasury room, walked out, left the key and onto the flower pot. Sure that gets back.
Yes, I'll be...
Boosting the economy, right? Also, if you ever do have any dealings with the Red Fox and you do Wolfie, I will kill you personally.
Miss, I believe the term that you and some people use here is that I have to get in line. As he kind of presents his stump of an arm, they do owe me an arm.
I think someone will handle that. I have a very good friend, acquaintance, business partner. I think he could set you up.
As you're saying that, the dwarf woman kind of walks over and says, "Nope, I call dibs on handling that."
Probably for the best.
No wonder they say you're good at selling armor.
I mean, now if you guys can roll me an insight, but...
No, that was a very bad pun.
I know, but
Her?
you could just roll me insight if you wish. Those are
we
interesting.
usually laugh at the joke.
No, she looks serious.
Hold on.
In Sin's own disgust.
God damn it. One time.
Oh,
Cinder's own disgust is like, what?
oh.
We wouldn't be out of here without making a joke.
Sir Baldwin looks a bit shade pink, and well, Belinda looks basically like a very proud. I call this mine.
Well, in that case, Captain, crew, friends.
You see, Antonio kind of just plucking out what looks to be like a broken tooth. Yeah. Not gonna pick a fight with some crazy ooze monster for a while.
I mean, did we really pick a fight with it? I think,
Oh no, I did.
not gonna lie, the doorbell definitely did ring a lot louder than I expected.
The time was a little off, but
Oh, really?
yes.
I'm pretty sure they would have walked me right in to talk to him, and we could have avoided possibly half of this. Okay, maybe a third, maybe a quarter.
My son Jacob mentioned of spotting some of the Red Fox members in there, and things got scrambled in sending a message back to you.
Yeah, Red was in there.
That's it. Mavis, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the party with these two? This whole party group.
Yeah. Hold on.
Aye. Sorry about that, fellow captain, but I was to make sure that my crew is at least enjoying themselves and being safe. But if Red was indeed there, he shouldn't have gone too far.
My understanding is we're headed for the outpost to the south. Well, not the out.
Southern outpost, kind of difficult to reach, at least through the waterways, or at least through the southern waterways. It's a little bit more inland, but we could probably get some supplies and a scouting party to come along with. But Roberto just hitting them in the waterways will at least have the advantage.
I meant, well, Emerald Star is one thing, but what about making it into Rashkan territory?
Possible. We'll need to stock up on supplies and repairs since I don't usually like going down that far south. Nobles, aristocrats, the posh types.
Assholes only deserved.
Exactly. I like my freedom, not shackles.
You know, in the company we're in, I think that's kind of a given. And she kind of looks at all the other things.
I'm quite curious. Do you know anything about the desert? Because we have a friend of ours over here that may need to make a pit stop. Looks at Tyrannin.
I'm sorry I can't help you there, lass. I don't do good in deep, deep, hot sand. The beach is as far as I go.
I hate the beaches enough as it is, let alone a whole fucking place for us.
I mean, considering you are one, that makes kind of sense.
Consider, my fellow captain, a very vast amount of beach, but no water. Sand as far as the eye can see. Massive mounds.
Sin just gets like this, like, deadpan, like, full disinterest to her. Just zoning out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Antonio is gonna keep winding on and on until you tell him to stop. But switching over. Let's see. Rasputin. You see, Binge holding on to his little, small straw doll that he's kind of holding in and looking back toward the mansion.
I think, yeah.
Oh, he got him. Okay.
Vomiting?
I just
Yeah, he
real.
went to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
just.
why. I interpreted it like it's
What? No!
Oh, Rasputin. Shit.
Oh well, no, that's fine. It was my fault because I turned off the notifications when people come in and out, so it didn't pop out loud. Okay, that was my fault there. Not a problem.
Yeah, right.
That will be for another time. But congratulations, a lot of people have been saved, and
We did it.
you managed to avoid a very dangerous boss fight.
And I got some orichalcum out of it, so I can make an arm.
So the night will begin to pass as you realize that the strange darkness of the area has waned away, and Adaria, you do notice that the supposed missing stars are now back there, the constellations, and
Alright. Here's a dumb question, or rather a question to you.
I may have an answer.
Do we have anything relative, at least on us, to the, or at least a religious symbol to the fading dragon?
Not quite. You have
Would
the
oh, sorry, go ahead.
you have the image of it though, which looks like a almost transparent see-through dragon that has a body radiating of stars.
No, that's kind of the thing, is, like, to do what I want to do is I need, like, either an icon or an image of something worth about 25 gold. I'll show you what I want to do.
Yeah, it's a,
'Cause I want to... Alright, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, you can ping it to me. I'm just saying that. Divination.
Oh, wait. Oh, I could use incense, never mind.
Yeah, okay.
I'm stupid.
I thought you were gonna do something
oh, wait,
else.
No, I need... No. I wanted to try to reach out to it the moment I got done with the bitch in my head, so I didn't fuck up the cosmos even more so. But now that she's gone,
So you think?
I saw her in a gem. That's all I can hope for.
Right. So you want to commune with the possible fading dragon.
If I could even connect to her, yes.
For that one, I will first need a.
This is how I kill Adaria, so...
7 days. Ah, okay. So what exactly are you going to ask? Actually,
I
before,
think
before,
I would kind of need
yeah,
like
yeah.
a new, yeah, just to see if it would work.
Roll me a
before I kinda,
D100
like,
then.
Back streets back. All right. Oh my god.
Okay. So give me your question.
So, good almighty one in the sky, as she kind of looks up. Am I a paradox of you? Oh, fuck yeah.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, this is gonna fucking kill me. 18.
You hear something in your head. And now I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw as your eyes and ears start to bleed a little bit as your head hurts badly.
Oh, thank you.
Manage to keep your balance and stand, but everyone around you do notice that you're starting to bleed. You don't take any damage,
Whoa.
but
Oh, that hurts like a son of a bitch. What should this look? Well, I think I got my answer. And she's just kind of like sitting on the ground. She's not even really getting up.
the voice in your head just vibrates so hard. It looks like someone basically decided to play the bongos on your skull.
Like a gong. I was picturing more like an actual gong, just like kind of going ding, ding, ding.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I will have to share that one later. I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. I had to think of something.
Alright.
Oh, God.
So anyone else going to talk to any other NPCs and whatnot? You do see some guards being escorted out by... Well, actually, Tyrion, you have not seen these individuals as of yet. But they are clearly escorting out the couple of guards that are alive.
Tyrion's like, I look like Binge.
Bigger Binge. And Binge...
What's a Binge? Hey, what were their armors?
I did not qualify.
That wasn't my question.
Repeat that again, sir?
Do you want, points at one of them, that armor?
I would like to earn it.
Binge, you just walked through a living house, survived, and kept my party alive. If that doesn't hurt it, I don't know what the fuck will.
Usually need to be ordained by the head war master.
Fantastic. You're looking at him.
Binge has this look of pure confusion, but...
You serve him, right? He points at Rasputin.
yes.
He serves me.
What I just imagine is like that fucking number, that woman trying to calculate all the math and Ben just trying to calculate that.
Now I need to really roll his intelligence for this. Of course. Right, he is. But wait. But you're not purple, though, sir. Or isn't he supposed to serve a purple dragon? I am confused, sir.
Tyrion just walks away.
Of course, the one time Miser rolls for me rolls like complete puke.
You.
Hmm?
Strip.
No.
Would you rather die?
We will die in our armor.
Any of your friends die?
We will die alongside them.
You apparently didn't.
Because we are the Phalanx Knights.
Were you the only two?
Yes.
Shit.
The others are back in Menzado at the Wave Hole prison. Newly assigned there, especially after a breakout that happened about a month ago or more.
Huh. So you work for Albus.
He conscript us, yes.
Ah, shit. And he just walks away again.
What exactly did you want our armor for?
More useful to me.
They look at you, they look at each other, they look at you again. You must go to the academy to earn the right to wear a custom armor forged for our own benefit.
Walks back up to you guys. Fucking assholes.
And then you can continue escorting these prisoners.
Oh! They weren't the... I had that flipped.
Yeah, no, those
Those were the prisoners.
yeah, those three are prisoners. The only three that survived.
Got it. Whoopsies. Either way.
I guess when he comes back, Hattery's just kind of on the ground, just sitting with like her ears and nose bleeding.
Benj is giving you a handkerchief. Here, miss. Your
Thank you, Benj. Oh. God,
I
that
know if I
hurts.
was any other person, I would take advantage of this moment.
Tyrion, as you get by, Hattery is gonna throw into your mind. So I might have found out some information that may be a little bit damning. What's in your mind? So I may be a paradox of the fading dragon itself.
Oh, fun. I think I'm my own paradox.
This is going to be a great time. She gotta gets up. The question now be... This is back in, like, normal. Like, the only question is, what the fuck do the cultist stars want with it?
With what?
Oh, sorry, I didn't fill you in. And she'll just kind of try to whisper to the party what she just told Tyrion.
Let's see. Cult of the Stars, Star Dragon. I can't see any connection whatsoever.
No, I got that. But how the fuck did my body, or at least I come into being, while the other part of me was parading around being a cunt?
Well, how's your memory?
Yes.
roll me a history. Flat.
Oh.
Hello, plot.
Bits and pieces of your memory are starting to realign themselves.
Oh, God.
And you begin to remember the faces of your family.
Plot twist, they're all dragons.
You remember your father. Actually, you know what I should do is roll me a d10 before, at least d10. Right.
That's what I call skill. It's a 100% skill-based game.
You remember your mother? Remember your dear sister?
The Cult of Dragons. I'm slowly starting to piece where this is going.
You remember your brother? Who, thanks to your high history and the 10 result there, you remember that you yourself, the you standing before right now, this very moment, was not the one that killed your brother.
Well,
You
at
also
least remember I'm not a murderer anymore, and I'm remembering most of my family, which is good. Also, apparently, part of my family had some trouble with the Dragon Order.
remembering your cousin.
Dear God, I forgot how many of these I gave you.
I do save what I can.
I see a lot of quote-unquote dance parties.
I love how I named all of these too, because all of them are like really bad base jokes.
And you remember, at least your cousin had a successor or an apprentice. And because you rolled so high,
Yay.
you remember that your cousin's apprentice happened to go by the name of Diana the True.
Wait. Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
Which, as far as you remember, disappeared or was considered KIA.
That sounds tied to Ed. Oh, so that's how I know it. That bastard killed one of my cousin's apprentices. Well, at least she worked against the cult with the cult there. She worked with Ed to stop Tiamat and all that bullshit.
Tyrion, you can roll me history at advantage.
She didn't say anything out loud.
Oh, she did?
No, I did. Oh, this is gonna end up with us fighting to the death. I'm sorry.
Tyrion looks nervous.
Okay, considering you rolled that, yes, I'll give it to you. You
Remembers.
you remember
It's a very key point in Tyrion's memory. Tends to be reminded of him most nights.
yes, that was the archer that shot you with the arrow that started to consume your soul, and you gave her and the rogue that was behind her a good mouthful of lightning.
Yeah.
Which
She survived.
no, because she only had half hit points.
No.
I wonder what happened to her, actually. Supposedly she was KIA.
Oh.
Kanan, I don't think blue dragons sweat, but you seem to be sweating.
Did you like her?
I need to remember. Hold on, I have to look through my whole family because I gotta remember who of my family I actually cared for.
You actually did like your cousin.
Yeah, and her apprentice was actually pretty cool.
Yes.
She was offered to teach Adoria some bow lessons, but she turned it down because she was with the druid. So, she was honestly very friendly. There were some jokes that were flung occasionally about me courting her, but that obviously never came to pass.
Okay.
Well, at least we know two things. well, one of two things. Either Tiernan was actually pretty good at one time, or hear me out, Adaria's family really sucks.
For the
No,
most part. No, sorry, go ahead.
she was with Ed when actually takes out the arrowhead. She's the one that did this. So she died.
Can I roll a history on the arrowhead?
At advantage.
It's all coming together now.
Yes, that is exactly the same arrowhead your cousin's apprentice, Dana,
Hold on, I gotta roll something.
would actually craft.
This is if I'm gonna punch Tiernan in the face or not.
Constitution.
You're lucky. Like cold, or sorry, that'd technically be wisdom, right?
You want to have no arms? I could make that fucking happen.
I know, but I would still be pissed. Nah, she'll be fine.
Plus,
She shot me.
you also notice.
She also liked that person.
You also notice that the arrowhead, despite having the same shape, is a very dark in color, which you know, well, she did not use any weird black metal or weird dark enchantments on her arrowheads.
Tell me this, Tiernan, since you have that. Was she already taken by Ed when you, I'm assuming, killed her?
You know, I didn't ask. But since she shot me, I would assume so.
I'll give this one to you, Tiernan, but you do remember that they did not react at all when you were coming at them.
I would go with a very high chance.
Alright, now I'm going to kill that bastard and put him in the grave.
It took you until now.
I didn't really have any driving motivational force, excuse me.
She really was just along for the ride.
And I had just recently discovered I'm that, and she points up to the sky. Or at least a weird version of that. So do excuse me if I thought I was just a regular commoner that could shoot fireballs and little sparkles out of my fingertips.
As you guys are talking, a lot of the populace have now begun exiting and leaving the grounds of the manor. And it seems like the kids are more or less just hanging around each other, or at least more notable ones with the pets.
Well, I mean, we did pretty well for ourselves today. I didn't manage to get hurt at all while Tiernan and Rasputin beat the shit out of everything in front of us and then got smacked for it. It was a fun time.
Also, Tiernan, you see this chicken looking at you.
Oh no. It's Popeye's cousin, KFC.
Tiernan looks at it, looks over his shoulder at Popeye.
Popeye's head pops out. There's just a staring contest between the two.
Puts Popeye on the ground.
No, let me just roll for this chicken.
There's Andrea. You can speak to animals, right? What are they doing?
Let me see. Alright, hold on. I got this. She does like a little sparkle of her hands. Oh wait, I don't have that prepared. Maybe next time. Oh wait, I can ritual cast it without it being prepared, right? Or does it still need to be prepared? Actually,
Ritual.
Prepared to ritual.
Oh, okay. That's weird, but I kind of get why.
The boy next to the blue chicken immediately rushes over to it. Kind of just shouts, "Bah, what are you doing?"
Can I just at least roll a nature check to see if I know what's about to happen here? 'Cause
Sure.
I have an idea, but
Yeah,
About to make some
they're
eggs.
they're posturing to intimidate and assert dominance.
okay. Oh,
Oh,
Tannen,
this
it's like
poor dumb blue chicken.
Tannen, it's like what you do whenever someone insults you or tries to take your stuff. Stare at them menacingly and then go in for the kill in about a few seconds.
Which
Whose chicken is this?
mine. The kid raises his hand.
Oh no! They killed his chicken. I'm sorry, little child.
Is he aggressive?
He never acted this way before, and why is this thing taking forever to... There we go.
I think it's
My-
kind of lagging.
Yeah, my Chrome is lagging.
So is mine a little.
Don't worry, we will get out of this map very soon, or at the very least next session.
Dude, I'm just happy that I found out a big plot point about Aderia Lake. Finally.
Look down at Popeye. Just don't kill him.
Yod. As in Yodel.
And
Yod and Bob.
Could be Yaba. Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go.
Now who's where's our Baba?
you don't know. But
You have some little orphans.
the little boy named Yad, he just kind of points to his blue chick. It's like, yeah, he never acted that way before. He just, I don't know. He just started staring, and as he says this, Ba's eyes actually for a very brief moment, and everyone could roll me a perception for this.
Is he not a normal chicken?
Ba can fight.
That's not what I'm asking.
Of course Tyranid would.
I love chickens!
For a very brief moment, you see Ba's eyes glint a reddish color, and then it goes back to normal.
God, he's a magic chicken too.
Is
Well-
he special?
He beat up a guard once. Well, she.
Okay, I'll take that as a yeah. Oh, she. Oh no. Oh, I know.
It all makes sense now.
They're just like squaring each other, just puffing their chests up.
It's like a mating call, but worse.
No, they're both chickens, but both of them lay eggs.
Oh, yeah. Now we just need a magic rooster.
Don't tempt me.
I already think you have one, you're just not telling us yet.
I was assuming there's one somewhere.
But yes, the two chickens just kind of having this standing staring contest, but no aggressions has been taken. And
Telepathy. Cedric the Vicar win.
Oh my fucking
It
god.
literally turns like the slowest thing. I'm not getting involved in your cockfights.
Here, I want to do something really stupid. I'm gonna conjure animals, and I'm gonna conjure 2 more Popeyes, but just regular hens.
okay, I'll just put just grab some basic chicken tokens.
Because this is funny. Zachary is having a laugh after all this bullshit. That spell slots the bird. Tusky's gone now, by the way.
Yeah,
While
I'm
this is
just
going on. Sin does look at Captain Drake.
yes.
More room for the orphans?
Yes, we have room. Always room.
Probably better there than.
Well, it'll be their choice to come along with. I never take anyone's choice away from them. If they wish to come along with, they're free to do so. If they wish to stay, they are free to do so. Simple rules on the ship. and of course always to get better and grow. But considering the state of this place and from what I've been hearing of a possible mass fire if things don't go right, I'd rather not have the smell never goes away. The deaths of children on my nose. It never goes away.
Also, things are fine. At least according to Valentina.
True. Also, in the presence of all you guys, you see as Adaria conjures up two more chickens. I am just gonna roll these for these two. Yes, of course, they're going to put aside their mutual dislike for each other apparently and just waddle over to the other two chickens that have just invaded their turf.
Take a step back. So glad.
Alright, you two. Want a clean fight?
Roll me a d20. Tiernan.
3.
Blood cuts everything.
I'm not even gonna be face spirits disappearing. Oh my god.
Well,
These chickens apparently have the survivability of regular hens, but better.
well, unfortunately, neither of them held back. As Popeye says, "Fuck you" to clean fight and magic missile the chickens.
I'm so glad he wastes his magic missile on a literal conjured spirit.
He has one more.
And the other one just heavy pecks the other one.
Small crater forms.
Oh, it's just a poof of
I
smoke.
like you.
But returning to returning outside of the actually, Mavis, how do you react to this whole chicken fight right now as Popeye and this new one Boz fighting the other chickens for no reason other than angry chickens?
Me?
Yes, because you're right there in point zero.
Yeah.
Near ground zero.
Well,
I'll shift Z to show. There you are.
well, I don't know. I feel like she would be invested, but also not.
Not a problem. Though there is the ferret that is now pestering or at least climbing on your back for a brief moment.
Again?
Yep.
What do you want? Do I have food on me?
That's a fucking dab on the ferret.
Pokes. Or the quiver.
Is something in there?
You can take a look.
Okay. Do I have to roll anything special for that?
Perception or investigation, your choice.
Okay. Come on. You said investigation or perception?
Yes.
Or what'd you say? Okay.
One of the two.
That's way better.
Hmm. One second. Just gonna grab something. So, at the very bottom of your quiver, Miss Mavis, you see a strange-looking sign or a yellowish sign, ruin, at the bottom of it.
What does it look like? Is it just yellow?
You see this.
Oh,
Oh no.
the hell does that mean? Why is everyone laughing? I don't like that.
Because I had that before. I know exactly what that means. It's not good.
I was hoping you
You and
wouldn't
Atari
say
are
that.
sisters now.
No, I think this does kind of support the theory that I'm running under right now, which is not great.
But, yes, the ferret Mosh is angrily now pawing at the symbol. And it looks at you, looks at the symbol, paws at it again. And you know what, I'm gonna just roll this for Mosh. As it actually bites the damn thing.
Oh no, he's gonna be indoctrinated.
Yeah, let's see what's gonna about to happen. As it's now gotta make an intelligence saving throw. Poor thing.
Oh no. Boy.
Damn, tough little ferret.
That fur is determined.
So, Mavis, what do you do with this ferret attacking your quiver case?
I'm gonna try to push him off and like hold my case in the air.
The hell is going on over there? Just hear a cockfight and now it sounds like someone's dying.
He wants this thing that I just found.
What did you just find?
A ruin? I don't know what it means.
Man, you might as well show. You could always show us. We've been around the block at least a little bit here, so it couldn't be that bad. It's up to
like
you.
it is that bad. No, I'll show them if I can manage to get it out.
It's
Oh.
literally it's literally at the bottom of your quiver case inside. So you just had to.
Oh, like inside. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just show them.
Oh, it is
I
that
meant
bad.
just mostly with the. Oh, great, nice.
No, the only reason is because that's the mark of the Golden King. The person that was fucking with my head.
Oh. So, like, I'm next? Is that what's happening?
No, that... I don't think it works like that, considering I was the Messiah. The weird thing is, why do you have it as well?
I have no idea.
You can roll me a flat history.
What?
Flat history.
Welcome
I was
to
gonna
the
say
club.
I was gonna check my journal.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh.
that's nice.
That's actually
Oh,
really nice.
really good. Okay, hold on. Gotta add something to your book.
I knew it.
God, I hate how much this supports the theory that I'm running under right now. And if it does, God help us all. You know, it's gonna be funnier if it's true. How much it's gonna really fuck this party dynamic, actually.
Way better than the loaded gun Miser's been handing me.
Oh, what loaded gun am I handing you?
Live that again.
I don't know. Somebody handed me a wall of force and banishment.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
Hey,
right.
let management work on this plane, and I'll just send them back to us.
So let's see.
Oh wait, it is banishment, not imprisonment.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Banishment also considered...
I thought it was imprisonment. That was my dumb.
I don't think Miser's just gonna hand us a level 9 spell.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wall of force.
Wall of Force is good, but I'm pretty sure half the shit we're facing at this point have disintegration or ways around it, considering head.
So 2 new entries have been added. and they look a little messed up.
Messed up. What do you mean?
I have a feeling.
You have 2 new entries at the bottom.
I just clicked away. Now I can't see it.
I'll read it out loud if you wish. So, one of the entries says, I thought Primus was arrogant. This Matthias is on another level. Ripped open a hole in reality and probability. Lost track of him. And then the last one is Stormforge, ruined by underhanded powers and schemers. Do not trust the nice ones.
Huh.
I was gonna ask, who have I told about the journal?
Me.
I think
Is it just
her,
you?
Because I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Okay. I mean, I might as well hand over my journal. So, or I guess pass it around for people to read who want to read it. So this is new.
Ed ripped a hole in reality. That would answer why some of us are incarnations, paradoxes rather. Maybe some way for us to answer the call, so to speak, rather than them, which would also make sense of the mirror theory that I've currently been running under. But this does beg the question on who exactly you three, and she points at, actually 4, points at Arizel, Syndra, Mavis, and Rasputin, who you are all paradoxes or mirrors of.
Actually, a considerable amount of assumption.
Well, considering I'm a literal paradox, I'm assuming of a god, or at least the best comparison would be a pseudo-avatar. And Tyranin's a paradox of maybe his last will, considering the armor. Pokes Tyranin. This... Oh wait, you didn't see Tyranin's armor. That was a fun trip to behold.
Yes, I did, actually.
Did she? I actually forget, because I know... Because we only saw it
She,
with
like,
Ed.
taps, she points over at,
Smiley.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if the connection was severed or not at that point.
No, you probably distinctly remember him poofing, like, right after the ball began.
True. Alright. So... Now this begs the question, even though it's probably not all that important, of who the rest of you are. Because you might believe you are said person, but as at least I was able to deduce through divine intervention, quite literally, and almost probably blew part of my brain a little skew. Points at all the blood from her ears and nose. It shows that uncovering it might not be the best, but at least it's a step in the right direction of what we're trying to achieve here. Or maybe just the hatred that all of us had garnered for Ed and what he had done began to spill over into what we are, rather just replicas, or again, pseudo-avatars, meant to right a wrong. Perhaps Rasputin, or you might be dead in a dish somewhere, but like a... What was that thing? Like a revenant as well? But maybe a more fucked up version.
Except the problem would be is if I was actually a revenant, I would be dead, right? Or fully dead. Because honestly, I've just done the mission, and I am seriously considering just getting a ship and leaving with my crew.
I mean, I see no reason not to, but but have you tried leaving even words. My brain's being dumb. Here's a question to you, Miser.
I may have an answer.
Even though I remember I was here for a month, has it been longer than that?
No.
Okay.
At least with your memory restoring itself, no.
Okay. And I do remember that I did come here at least from even with everything I'm putting together.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, we could try to leave, but I don't know if the place will hold us to it.
No, that's actually the entire problem. I'm 90% sure. If we are in the sub-pocket dimension or something, we are either stuck here, or there is absolutely no guarantee of getting back to our home world.
Well, this sounds like a fun time. I'm going to go sleep, have a drink, and hopefully some stuff works itself out, as I also need to stop by Sergeant Blacksmith. Get a little bit of a tune-up. She kind of waves her arm.
As you say that, let me just shift Z. The door, if you guys actually manage to save.
God, did we save another blacksmith man?
No, you did save the innkeeper though.
That's an innkeeper?
Yes,
Man looks like he's about to maul people in his church for pissing on them.
He tried to. He actually tried to. Oh.
Being on the floor. We're getting the weapon stick.
He actually tried to. He actually tried to, but
No, the man, like, he literally pulled out a ruler, but then it's got, like, a metal bar part on the end.
Oh, wait, is that
It's like a
one?
makeshift maul. Oh, God.
Give me a second,
I hate... Yeah, no problem.
I don't know why I didn't do that, what I was hoping for.
I hate how I had one theory, and now it got proven right, and now I hate this.
Okay, all these people are not here because they were prisoners or dead.
Not gonna lie, I read that as Paladin, not Padlin.
There is a meme on that one.
Is there really?
Yeah, it's like,
He did.
fighter cleric multi-class, but it's like, that's a paladin.
And this guy did not make it.
Mavis, if you don't mind, could I actually see your arrowheads? Kind of curious on something.
Sure.
Minder, do these look familiar? Her arrowheads?
Roll me an investigation at advantage.
God, I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
I was thinking that you wouldn't do it right away.
No, like Adaria would, because considering everything that's coming.
Also, wait, the history. What I had you roll the history for, Mavis? My brain just went.
That was for, if she would remember, for the book, remember?
Alright, for the book. Crap, I'm sorry about that. I got distracted. Alright, so first things first, go Mavis with the book.
No, she already got it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
already did.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, man. My apologies. This is also getting late at night for me as a DM. But,
All good.
yeah, Adaria, the, damn. The DC was an 18, so you beat it. Yeah, the arrows do look familiar.
They who I think they are.
You can say the name, and I'll give you a yes or no.
How do you pronounce it again?
Dina the True.
So, Dina, she'll hand them back to Mavis. Good to see you again.
Who?
Oh God, I'm probably just gonna make her brain explode. Well, considering, I guess this does uphold one theory. These are arrowheads, and she'll hold up the one that Tiernan has. from the one that shot Tannen. And you
Also,
are a pet. Oh, go ahead.
with the 19, you notice that there is a clear difference, though. The arrows that, or at least the arrowhead that Mavis is using, while looking similar in design, they are just a little bit smaller.
That's fine. I'm still gonna roll with this either way.
Yes.
Well, you see this one right here? Points at Tannen. You, or at least perhaps a paradox of you, had helped Ed and the Cult of Dragons. You went, then probably got possessed or killed by Ed, and then you became a paradox with a different name, perhaps, and now here you are. Though you do have some reminiscent of her.
So you're saying that I shot Tiernan, but I didn't?
One of you did at the time, though. I hope Tannen probably won't mind at this point, right?
Looks over
Who's
at
that
Tiernan.
good chicken?
You know, on the other hand, there is another possibility of completely missing.
Go on.
We didn't come back when we went in to save them. We're dead. Everybody we've met is technically dead and has forgotten who they were in the previous life.
So you're just saying this is a graveyard?
I'm saying I don't think we have any idea what the fuck it is.
Zadias, the gnome here, cleaning up his wounds and trying to dress him up as well as helping his faithful hound Tobias, goes, I don't know about you, Missy, but I'm feeling pretty alive after almost getting shot to death by that skull face guy. And it hurt like hell.
Well,
9 hells, but
I think I am ready for a drink and to call it a night. Maybe I'll actually sleep well while Tannen can stop rubbing his chicken.
as you say that, the dwarf here, once again, says, very well, since you saved my child, and saved all of us, I'll allow you to stay at my inn, no charge.
Oh, great. It's been a while since I've done that.
I can't promise well on the cooking, though, since our chef, unfortunately, did not make it.
Adaria pulls out her cooking tools. Don't worry, I'll make the meal myself. Just point me to the ingredients.
I may just hire you.
Please don't. I have other things to take care of.
And you were saying last, he looks at you, Syndra.
She just looks at her and goes, at least wash up with blood and stuff and the goo. Please.
Oh, I will. Oh my god. Oh my-
Arizel, you remember this place. You're all here.
I remember this place. Where we at? Okay.
This is like really old. This is like, what, session 5, 6?
Yeah.
I should remember that.
Oh fuck. That's not me. Where's me? There we go. Where did you say we were?
Over
Oh, there we are. Okay, cool.
All up here. And anyone else that comes along
Zoom in
with.
a little bit. There we go.
I'm just gonna I'll assume all the other people and important NPCs and players are there. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, as you return and oh man, I'm definitely feeling this. So he does introduce himself.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. It was just
No, you're.
introduce him as Joba Silvermane.
Brother-in-law. Alright, just point me to the way of the kitchen. I know my way around. I'll wash up. Make a hearty meal for whoever I can.
Yeah, just showing the doors that own the inn.
Yeah, no worries. Every time I see the stone ball, it makes me think of the steel ball run. Brains too JoJo for this campaign.
I suppose it is. And of course, their daughter.
Freja.
Yep, let me just...
So is it Freya, Freja, some other weird...
Freya.
Okay, because I've
Well,
noticed...
It has different
I know.
pronunciations, but neither are wrong
like-
and not wholly
True.
right.
She looks like a small child.
She is a child.
She looks like... No. That one reminds me of Tyrannin, with a small sword that'll probably kill someone, even though that's just an axe.
So the wife, because wanted to make sure that the husband tucks the child in, walks over, points in. There's your mess. There's your kitchen. The mess hall's upstairs. Then points over there. Those are to the bedrooms.
Alright, time to get to work. And she'll just kind of look for like a washing basin and then ready to... Alright, all my cooking tools. It's been a minute. You know, I hate how much that makes sense.
Yeah, you're just very tired, having to run chase after Tyrannin, Rasputin, and all the very angry ocean razors.
Fuck it, I'll make something later. She'll
Pops her
probably
head
like
in.
make the very most biggest slapdash, whatever the fuck.
And she pops her head in and is like, do you need any help?
Please, actually.
It is a tiring day. We all want some good food, not something rehashedly done. Roll one more time.
If I roll another nat one, please end me. That's better.
It's average, considering you did have the one, so. But
Hey.
everyone putting conspiracy theories and a very devastating ordeal at rest now. You'll rest for the night. Avoided a very dangerous battle.
Before we go to bed,
Yes.
Sin will sit there with Tyrannin. You know, I had some questions since the temple. So I thought tonight while we practiced Draconic, I might ask you if you have any history.
I have a couple 100 years of history. Why?
I know this name means nothing to you, but Hula Khan, the one who assisted my grandfather, great-grandfather, into his current situation, was a rather interesting historian. I've been slowly translating it just as he was a legend. And I was reminded of it when we were in the temple. She kind of leans forward, you know, her hands in front of her. She kind of braces herself on as she stares at, or kind of looks at Tyrannin in the eyes. Tell me, do you know anything about Cyrodias?
Ring any bells, Miser?
Yep. Vaguely. There's some
I
vague.
love how we're just going crazy on Miser.
This player, I have no idea what that word means.
I can leave the floor to you, Moogle.
Cyrodias is where was I? I just had it. Cyrodias was when Saurador was broken apart, I believe. In his court, that was where the Thanes were developed. The Amethyst Dragon, the Crystal Dragon, Emerald, and Sapphires, all of those, like, the gods of them. And Cyrodiil is the Obsidian Dragon, who was apparently destroyed by Sarador, but technically Sarador could bring them back, but nobody's entirely sure why all the Obsidian Dragons were banished from his court.
Yep. A lot of people, or at least all the dragons. So, I'll take over from here. So, Tyrannin, since you are part Sapphire Dragon, you vaguely remember your dear mother has a dislike toward obsidian dragons, or just the gem obsidian. She doesn't really quite tell you why, but other than the fact that there was a female obsidian dragon by the name of Cyrodiil that had done a great crime, worse so than a chromatic or a silver or metallic dragon, and they had not only been banished from the court of all the gem dragons, but they are to be considered enemies number one if one is to be encountered.
All right.
Of course.
So as Syndra brings that up, Tyrannin's face sours. And he goes, "Well, I'm going to teach you a new word then." And he teaches you the Draconic, pretty much for loathed, I guess would be the closest like actual word.
Also, I will give this one to you. You also remember you saw an obsidian dragon statue back at the Undersea Temple.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's why Syndra remembered it.
I don't know why that didn't ring a bell with me. I was a little focused at the moment, though.
Well, again, you never really met or even seen an obsidian dragon, and the way your mom spoke about it, it seemed like this happened not only eons ago, but maybe all obsidian dragons have been extinct because of how everybody, and when I mean everybody, I mean literally all three dragon factions, chromatic, gem, and metallic, do not like them. So it's like, yeah, your survival's really low.
I'm not exactly sure what she did to get her entire race loathed by every dragon in existence. But she did. Why do you bring that name up?
Well, as I said, I haven't really translated everything. But it was recounted by my great-grandfather to him prior to being murdered by him.